That was pretty good.
It looks like he stood too close to a radiation factory.
There we go.
What the fuck? Billy Rick is pain ass. Billy Rick is pain ass. Yeah, you ever seen Billy Rick's penis? He's a penis. Have you ever seen a penis papple, pimple, papping, pecking, packing, whacking, sacking, whacking, facking? Oh my god, penis. Billy Rick's penis. Billy Rick's penis. They call him Billy Thicky. They call him Billy Thicky. They call him Billy Thicky cause his penis also thicky. They call him Billy Thicky. You ever seen it? Let me ask you, motherfucker, you ever heard a wax on, wax off? Cause this motherfucker is like a rhinoceros's head. Yeah, if he slams this down on you, you be dead. Billy Rick's penis. Look out! I don't know why I did that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. Hey, we kind of started on time. It's amazing. Tonight will be fun. Troy is on vacation, on assignment, or he's on vacation, or he's dead. He could be dead because he is in Washington, D.C. So the first thing he said was, I'm going to Washington, D.C., and I was like, well, you know, try not to die, because I really need you, Troy. I told him to fuck the Lincoln statue for me, too. You know, like, drill a hole in it, and then just try to fucking fornicate with it. Oh, man, imagine that, somebody doing that. Just putting a load in.
That'd probably be a federal offense, because that's government property.
Probably all kinds of stuff, like federal offense, indecent exposure, like molesting a national monument, something. Yeah.
I hear the Washington Monument could make a good dildo.
Yeah, it really could.
I thought it was just a tribute to Bill Clinton.
Oh, it is. What? He's a big dick? Or what are you saying? What the hell are you saying? Are you saying he's like, because Bill Clinton... I mean, first of all, that thing was built way before Bill Clinton.
I know. It was a joke I heard from another comedian.
Oh.
Robin Williams told that joke.
What did he tell? What's the joke? Maybe I missed it.
He's like, if you look at Washington, a lot of the monuments, you look at the Washington monuments, the Washington Monument, that's actually just a tribute to Bill Clinton.
Oh, that's he really told that joke? Jesus.
Yeah, I think he did. He told that joke, I think.
Because it's his big dick, like in, Bill Clinton, big dick. S.Dollar, what's up, bro? Nah, Troy's on vacation in D.C., man. He'll be back next week, I think. But he was flying on a plane, and now, there's two things. He either told me he was going on vacation, and I didn't listen, because I barely hear anything anybody says anymore. Because I'm just so fucking busy, like, somebody will be like, remember I told you? And I'll be like, nope. So either that, or, or he just didn't tell me, and he went on vacation until today. I was messaging him on Facebook. I was like, dude, you're on a plane. Where are you? He might have even said it on the show for all I know. Troy might have fucking, dude, he might have said it on the show. He wasn't on Monetize This because he called around 11:30, and every time I tried to take his call, I couldn't get him on. That was weird. But we're here with Tommy NC. This is Tommy NC 69. You ever seen Tommy NC 69? And then we're here with Drew, the gatekeeper. You know what? What the fuck does that mean? I always wondered that. Like, the gatekeeper. Like, does that... Like, I feel like you're, like, looking out for a fence that, like, with a key, and there's a gate, and, like, inside the gate, there's all kinds of, like, gay sex happening.
I can answer that, Joe. He's a fan of Ghostbusters, the gatekeeper from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Are you the gatekeeper?
Well, the gatekeeper was a chick, so no, I wouldn't have taken it from that. I was actually a teenager going on vacation to Florida, and we were driving through Indianapolis. And the rock DJ there, his name was the gatekeeper, and I just liked it.
So how long have you had this
really
alias?
Awesome story.
How long have you had this alias then?
Since I was a teenager. I used it when I made like fucking mixtapes and shit, pretending to be a DJ. I used it in video games, like wrestling games and shit. It just stuck.
Okay, all right. So it's been around a while. Well, hey, you went into Bailey territory out there in Indiana, so that's pretty cool. Out there with the cows.
I was actually driving through there about a year ago.
You guys should have hung out.
I was listening to the Monetize This with Hurricane Irma. That's how I remember.
All right.
What trip that was.
You guys should have hung out. You should have hooked up with Bailey and just fucking, you should hang on out, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know you guys very well back then, and I didn't really even think about it until after I'd gotten back. I'm like, well, fuck, I could have thought of who was around.
Fuck you, holes.
Fuck you. Hey, tell me if you guys can hear this.
Is it a bad thing when Tommy is on the show that I got my hand on my cock and ready to rock that cock?
Oh my god. The masturbator.
I think most of us do.
Hey Tommy, the masturbator just donated, and he says he's got his hand on his cock every time you're on the show. What do you think about that? What do you think about guys masturbating to you, Tommy? Does that bother you at all, or does that interest you?
I just don't know. My face is masturbatable. Like I really don't think that my face like is. I don't find myself to be attractive, but if gay dudes find me attractive, that's there. But I'm sorry, I'm straight and I don't fly that way. But if you are attracted to me, okay. But I don't float that way. I like the pie. I like all flavors of pie: chocolate pie, vanilla pie.
Oh my god!
Apple pie.
What if I just wanted to pinch your cheeks?
I don't know. If it was for like a video or something like that, I would maybe let you pinch my cheeks. I don't know. I'm kind of like from the Emperor's New Groove. No touchy.
What if I grabbed your cheeks and grinded dick to dick with you? You know, a little gatekeeper.
I will tell you this. Today, I was at Ingles, and I was talking with Hamza and one of his friends.
That's like the only place to go.
Stomach,
That's just the only place to go. Tommy, is Ingles like the only place to go? Like every day, it's like, I'll tell you, yesterday I was at Ingles. I'll tell you, the other day I was at Ingles. like
Ingles put out the only grocery store that was in town called Bilo. And they just recently went out of business here in Black Mountain. So Ingles is the only superpower grocery store now.
It's not just that, though. It's not just that. I feel like this is the only place to go at all. Like there's just nowhere. There's nothing to do.
Well, there is a Starbucks. We just recently we have a Starbucks in Ingles.
Oh God, good, yeah. Johnny Holes is on the phone.
But now
we
have
too.
a Starbucks outside of Ingles, and it's like of all the things they could have put there, like
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
Shit, there's 212 of those motherfuckers out there. I didn't realize there were that many.
Hot garbage, you know.
My face is not masturbatable. Johnny Holes, is your face masturbatable?
I dream about nights like that Joe, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Masturbatable Nights was the name of my last 80s record. I don't know if anybody's ever heard it.
We definitely know that Johnny Hole's bulletproof.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my God. For the people wondering in the chat, I see a couple people asking. It's rare that I see that, but the donations are, the link is down below under Twitch alerts. The blue link is there for Twitch alerts, and or you can super chat in the chat. Those are the two ways you can donate. But the alert amounts are all listed in the description box below. Just open the description and look, and you can see all the amounts, except for the new 31 Christmas Drunk Santa and the new 625 Stone Cold Christmas one. So there you go. What's up? It's Throwdown. It's episode 32. 32 of these fucking things. When we end in a little while, I'll be recording my podcast with Leah, so that will be up on Patreon, hopefully tonight for you guys. So a lot of shit going down. What's going on? So Tommy, there was some other things you wanted to talk about that I stopped you from talking about.
Yeah, I went out to the comedy club last night.
Ooh.
And in the midst of the vlog, we were talking, and me and Hans were just like going back and forth. We kind of did like a car vlog.
Like sexually?
Huh?
You guys are like going back and forth sexually, like?
No, just like friends, like conversating. We were conversating and talking about things, and a particular name came up.
Is conversating? Wait a minute. Is conversating a word, everybody? Drew?
Conversating?
Yeah, I don't think that's a word. Johnny Holes probably knows too.
There's conversating. I don't
think in the context that he used it.
I guess sometimes I make up words. I think of a word that would sound smart.
Well, I'm asking
like,
because I will get an email. I will get an email about this. Like, there'll be some person listening. They'll be like, you know, Joe, I heard Tommy say conversating. Can you tell him that is not a word? Like, I swear to God,
watching.
I'll get. Oh yeah. Oh, for God. I'll get emails about it. People will tell me about it if I do something wrong. They'll be like, I just don't want you to look bad. And I'm like, I don't think there's really much else I can do to look bad. I mean, I'm pretty fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, Tommy. Go ahead. The interesting topic came up with you and Hamza.
So, like,
conversing
Hamza
is the word.
goes on his rants, and sometimes it says the weirdest things. And I said,
oh, my bad.
Oh my God, Tommy is on the show. I had a huge hard-on, but I just buzzed all the place. So much jazz everywhere.
Oh, God.
I got to clean up the place. By the way, fuck you, Holes.
Fuck you, Holes, he says after that.
Fuck you, Holes.
Thank you, Masturbator. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
He said, look at Johnny said thank you, too.
Fuck you, Holes.
There you go.
You sound so thrilled, Johnny.
Thank you.
Well, it's Christmas time. You know, people want to kill themselves right now.
Yeah, it's the suicidal time of the season.
It really is. Like, this is I'm not even, like, this is a really bad time for people. So, you know, it's...
Joe, do you think this jacket looks too small for me? Like, it's the largest size that they had at Walmart.
Oh, my God.
Why do you say that kind of stuff, Tommy? The chat. You're about 15 seconds away from having so many fat jokes in the chat for saying that. You realize that, right?
I mean, I just like, I mean, you know, before we were on the show, like, I was like, because James Worley has been like ridiculing me and saying that I should send the jacket back and get a bigger size.
Oh my God!
It looks
Does this
too
guy?
small.
Is it James Worley's dream to be a mother to somebody?
You look like a giant pine tree air freshener. You know those pine tree air fresheners you put in the car?
Oh my God!
You know those things?
You do look like that now that I think about it. That or I don't know.
How many layers do you have on though? I mean, let's.
Yeah, I mean.
1, 2, 3.
Why?
That would drive me nuts, dude. I hate wearing suits to work and all that stuff. So I like that's the one thing about being home now. It's like I'm in a fucking sweatshirt and sweatpants every day or shorts. I would never be able to deal with just like having collared shirts on at home every day.
Well, Joe, I will say this: no homo at all. You do look quite dapper. And wait a minute. Oh shit! Son of a! I should have said, "Fuck me."
What?
What?
The fuck just happened?
Where the hell were you going with that one, Tommy?
That's like what.
I was
That's
gonna
like
say one thing. I'm like, no, Tommy, don't say that.
I should have said
there was. It's like the YouTube video where you get the spinny thing. That was what happened to
Tommy. I should have said, "Oh, fuck me."
You just went all like Tourette's on your own ass, man. That was fucking weird.
I should have
I
said,
honestly
"Oh,
have
fuck
seen
me."
Some pictures of you, like I've seen like from wrestling shows and stuff like that. You look really dapper in a suit, honestly.
Thank you. I get it. Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
And you look good. I mean, you look good without a suit on, but I gotta say that you looked really, when people put a suit on, people looked really good, cubed, really circled out. You could really see them as a person, like as they're cut, Some people can wear a suit, some people can't wear a suit. Some people just look like they wore their suit backwards and they just pulled it out of their closet and they haven't
Wow.
This is fascinating. Now, Tommy, you were telling us a story.
Yes, we're in the car. I'm in the car with Hamza, and I mentioned Justin Bailey. I say Justin Bailey said one time that everything was wrong with my channel, and Hamza's like, "Oh, is that the name that you gave to your inner voice in your head?" And I said, "No." And he didn't let me complete what I was talking about, but it's a whole entire segment in my vlog. Like, we did this whole entire segment where we just went back and forth talking about things. And, me and Hamza will do car vlogs and stuff like that, where if you've watched some of the car vlogs, it's just him, like, trolling me sometimes, or, like, going back and forth with me and, like, just being Hamza, just being himself, and we just...
Oh, my God, Tommy, it's like you're talking just for the sake of talking. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my God.
What are you talking about?
I'm just talking the talk. I mean, I'm talking and talking.
You're talking about a conversation you had with Hamza last night, but you're expecting us all to know the topic of this conversation. But you started in the middle of the conversation that you had last night.
I was just saying
what you're talking about.
I'm saying that the fact that it was a statement that Justin Bailey made a long time ago, where he said that basically everything that Hamza's everything is wrong with my channel, and I was kind of using that against Hamza, and then Hamza said, "Oh, is that what your inner thought is in your head? The name of the inner thought in your head is?" I'm like, "Oh God, I wish that I would hate to have Justin Bailey as the inner thought in my head."
I'm sure he thinks the same about you, though, Tommy.
Yeah.
Well,
it's very motivating,
negative
though,
to say about him,
Oh, I mean, Bailey's, that could be very motivating to have that in your head, because Bailey can be a very big motivator. Because I can tell you firsthand, and Jake could probably, anybody that worked with Bailey could tell you, like, when he's in charge of stuff, he is like he's ready to go. Like, hey,
I've worked with him on the interview.
Yeah.
And as much as you've worked with me, Joe, I know it's relatively easy, but frazzling at times to work with me, because I'm trying to go back and forth, or you're asking me a question and I'll get off on a subject, and then Bailey would immediately pull me back. When we did that recording and I did an interview with him on his channel for his podcast,
Well, like, if I was say my show blew up, like, to get, like, way bigger than it is, like, way bigger, like, I have 1 million subs, and when I go live, like, 30,000 people are listening, and we're, like, pretty damn big, even whatever. Like, and I needed somebody to run my shit, dude. I would hire Bailey. Well, first of all, I'd want Bailey on the shows, to be on the shows. But number two, I would put Bailey kind of in charge of, like, the production and the timing of everything, because he would run a, like, dead-on ship, because I can't. I'm fucking retarded. Like, I'm all over the place. But he might micromanage, to be honest. He might be a little too much. I'd probably have to pull him aside sometimes and be like, "Hey, chill out. It's all right. Relax on that." And he would probably be like, "Well, God damn it, this fucking guy said he was gonna do this, and now he didn't do it." But, like, he's like Jim Cornette. I'd be like Vince, and he'd be like Jim. He'd be my Jim Cornette, because he's that good at that shit. And that's why, like, me working for him would be tough, because he'd probably cut me a break a little bit, but he would be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Because even when I said I was going to do something on my show, and then maybe, because a lot of what I do is I decide I'm going to do something, and then I attempt it, and then if it doesn't work, then it just doesn't work, and I stop doing it. So sometimes when I attempt something and it works, everything goes fine, there's no problem. But some of those things that I failed on, Bailey knew about and was kind of like, not in charge, but he was there to help me. And he would be like, "Dude, you haven't gotten this up yet, or done this, or whatever." And what happened was I ended up just saying, like, "Well, I basically just don't give a fuck enough about it." Like, I just, but Bailey would be on me like, "Why isn't that up?" Or, You know, Bailey had shows he did for me that I didn't put up, and Dave Rose did, and a couple other people. And I just didn't have the time at that time because I was working 50 hours plus doing the show, and I thought I could take on all this shit to upload stuff, and I couldn't even get, you know, the stuff uploaded because I'd get 3 different shows at different times. This was back when I was doing like trying to do like a network thing with other people's shows on my channel. This was like 4 years ago. That's sort of like, yeah, you remember that? Yeah, it's like that. Like that's like what a lot of people do, and I just never liked it. But then I thought I would like it, and I just fucked up. But yeah, he runs a fucking rigid thing, and I'm sucking Bailey's dick now. I'll tell you that, and it's not just because I saw him in the chat. I started this before he was here. But anyway, Tommy. So Hamza fucking is gay for you. We all know that. So how did your
No.
What? He's not.
No, he's not gay for me. He's he's happily married.
How did your shtick go last night?
It went pretty well. I will say this: the vlog is processing right now.
Hell yeah.
On my YouTube channel, but it went pretty well. I mean, as well as I wanted to. I will mention this. I know you guys are gonna like give me shit for it, but
oh boy,
probably.
I'll just say the reason why this happened. My belt buckle does not buckle sometimes. It's like a show buckle. It's
it's a fake buckle.
It was given to me by my brother, and I'm proud to wear it. And
it's for show. It's for looks. It's not to really hold your pants up.
It's a show buckle. All right.
I know it's a show buckle, but I don't have a belt buckle to replace it, and I got rid of my old belt buckle. And I started wearing this one because I was proud to wear it.
I'm going to get you a belt buckle for Christmas then.
Yeah, a big belt buckle that says Tommy NC 2010.
I'll do it. I'll find. I swear to God, I will find you a custom belt buckle, and you look out in your P.O. box. I'm sorry. Continue your story though.
Comedy Central champion.
So. What happened was my belt buckle, it pops off all the time while I'm walking, and I have to fuss with it, and people are like staring at me because I'm like down my crotchal area trying to put my belt buckle on, and like people are like, Tommy, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm putting my belt buckle on, and I'm like, and they're like, oh, sorry.
So then why do you bother to wear it? I don't understand.
Because it's the only belt buckle I have right now. And
but you said it's a show buckle. If it's a show buckle, that means it's not going to do anything for you. But you're just going to walk around going, hey, look, I'm wearing a buckle. I'm a douche.
It's worked in the past. It's like if I put it on a certain way, if I stretch it really tightly and I push it down in there, I'm like...
Oh, my God.
That sounds extremely uncomfortable,
I got to tell you, Tommy, you've delivered about 7 sound clips since we started this show already. If I push it in there, it's like real tight down there. Like, okay, so wait a minute. So it kind of works. So it kind of works. So it does work. It's just not really well.
It's working right now. Like I put it on. I was fussing with it as I was coming into my studio. Like it kept popping off, and I'm like, why am I wearing this belt right now? Like, I'm gonna be sitting down.
Coming in my studio, popping off. Dude, I must be a 7-year-old. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hearing all this sexual stuff. I'm sure no one else is, but I heard I'm coming in my studio and it's popping off. Like, I'm just thinking that he's jacking off all over the place.
I'm usually better at catching that shit. I'm trying to actually honestly listen to his stories. So
I know.
Shut that off.
No, I've got ADD like up the ass, obviously, because I'm obviously a child. So.
And I've been watching The Office, so I watched the first season of like The Office with Steve Carell, and I thought honestly the first season was absolutely hilarious, but cringy. Like watching the first season is beautiful, but the character of Michael Scott is just like, why? And I'm thinking, is Michael Scott supposed to be me? And I'm
are we having like 3 different conversations with you?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That's how bad it is.
Wow. Tommy, I mean, listen, I've got ADD and like ADHD or whatever it is, like, but you're going on a different plane tonight. You have like you're having like 3 different conversations, like topics are mutating into other topics. Like, it's crazy.
I'm sorry, Joe.
No,
TNCDD.
No, it's interesting.
It's like, guys, I got this story. So today, anyway, I was driving my car, right? And I'm driving the car down the road, and I'm driving a Ford Focus because my mom bought it for me. And the weird thing about that is my mother, the dealership, there's this old guy there, and he listens to music, and it's the same music I listen to. So again, this conversation about music, and it's like you're drifting into other fucking, but like even more off topic than that. Like it's quite amazing that you're doing this.
I mean, when I conversate with somebody, when I conversate with somebody, sometimes the conversation will be like going straight, and then it will go. It'll make a turn.
Instead of gay?
Converse. When I converse, that's what.
When I converse with somebody, I'll be hanging out with Hamza, and we'll be talking. Then for some reason, when I'm with Hamza, we'll start talking about Jurassic Park and the theories about Dennis Nedry or something like that. Are just different subjects. Or we'll make up references and like catch ourselves saying the same thing at the same time.
So how's the stand-up act go last night there, Tommy?
Let's try again. Try number 3. Let's try number 3.
I would say my comedy set went well last night. I got some laughs, not most laughs, but they wait until the end of the night to put me on, and that's really kind of dry because half of the room is pretty much empty after like they kind of put me on near 11 at midnight because I'm not there all the time.
Right.
Yeah, everyone's drank by then, though. They should be loosened up.
They should be loaded, like just laughing.
And I kind of also another part of the night was I was listening to the comedians, and the one thing I don't appreciate is heckling. I hate heckling.
Well, yeah.
I hate when somebody heckles somebody.
Nobody
especially when they're nervous and they're trying to tell their bit.
Yeah. And
they have one part of their bit it's really good.
Who got heckled?
Who
got heckled the other night? Or
this guy, and he has like this porn mustache, and he's been in my vlogs several times.
Like you.
So he's got your mustache.
No, this guy's got like the handlebar.
Oh, okay, all right.
Porn mustache, and I've kind of told him, I said, dude, you look like a porn actor. You know that?
Oh my God. Hey, you know what?
So were you doing the heckling or what?
No, I would never heckle somebody.
You're a fag.
You called him a guy with a porn mustache.
Well, at a separate time, I said that to him.
You know what, Tommy? I got to tell you, man, I love, when I did stand-up, I love once in a while when a heckler would come out of the woodwork. It's kind of like doing this show, you know what I mean? I appreciate sometimes when people go off on me because then it gives me something to, like, riff back on, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, like, sometimes it's fun because I can usually bury the shit out of them, like, if they're in the crowd. Because now it's like, oh, shit, I can make fun of people in the audience now? Oh, man. Because I don't usually go on stage looking to make fun of people, but, if somebody starts saying, like, you're not funny, it's like, and then it's like, wow, look at this guy with his Timberland boots. It's like, bro, you talking to me? Did you come here with your fucking 3 boyfriends? Like, and then you can just start really making fun of them, and, it depends on the person. It's just great to do that, man. It's like, I hope you get in a car accident tonight when you leave here, and then you sue this place, but then they win the lawsuit, and then you kill yourself. Like it's just fucking, dude. I swear to God, like there's so many things. It's so fun, Tommy. What were the person saying to heckle this guy? Now this guy, let me get this right. This guy was like nervous because he was just getting started, and he was visibly shaken, and then people started heckling him.
I don't know if it's part of his gimmick, but I think he has a lot of stage fright, but he's trying to fight through that stage fright. And sometimes you could see in my stand-up that I have stage fright sometimes, and I'm trying to collectively load everything in my head that I'm going to shoot out at people. Like, I mean, that's a bad thing to say, shoot out. I mean,
oh my God, there's so much. Like, somebody remind me to clip this all sexual comments by Tommy tonight, and let's just, is TSS here? Like, seriously, like, there's like 70 fucking comments. I'm gonna go through this episode, and Tommy, it's gonna sound like you're gonna sound like the most like sick and sex crazed, fucking depraved psychopath.
Hell yeah! Tommy, I love that Mexican flag suit you are wearing. Tommy, would you please blow me a kiss so can I have this hashtag footages for my spank bank for future whacking off?
No thanks, I'm fine.
It's two strips of fruit stripes gum. That's what
it does look like. Yeah. Like, remember the zebra? Yeah, was it the zebra gum? Remember that? What was that?
That's Fruit Stripes, isn't it?
That's Fruit Stripes.
Yeah. The master.
That makes Tommy the zebra.
Was that really what it was called? Fruit Stripes?
Yeah, it was called
that gum was like shit. When you put it in your mouth, it like just like crumbled into shit. But it like for some reason it was good.
Yeah, it lasted like 30 seconds. The flavor.
Oh my God, they still
it's gone.
Johnny, they still sell it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh my God, guys, I want this for Christmas. I'm gonna put this on an Amazon wish list. You know what's weird is earlier I was telling Leah to make I know this sounds like fucked up, but I've had people be like, Joe, we want to send stuff to your P.O. box, which, by the way, they closed my P.O. box, and I have to go down there tomorrow and hope that they don't destroy my packages that people sent me, and then reopen a P.O. box. So I'm doing that tomorrow. And, Leah was saying, a lot of people have been saying to me, like, oh, we want to send you something for the house or help you with, whatever. Just people are fucking amazingly nice in this fucking community. For every piece of shit psychopath, there's like 50 people that are amazing. And I'm like embarrassed. So I'm like, well, I have a P.O. box listed on the website, but people are like, can I send you something for your wedding or whatever? And then like, oh, I know, like, send you something for your house that's going to be empty. And I'm like, oh, I mean, and I kind of like ignore it.
Did you get the house, Joe?
It's really close, like very, very close. I don't know how familiar people are with houses, but offer accepted, appraisal's good, inspection's done, that's good. Signing the.
So you're definitely putting away the whole thing with the windows and stuff, and you guys are just going to work with working on those in the future.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I'm glad that I don't know. Was it just did you kind of like sit down with Leah and like just like, please, Leah, please just put that away?
We don't. What are you talking about? Put what away? What do you mean?
I was just imagining you like.
I never tell Leah to put it away. I always take them out. Take them out, honey. Take them out and shake them in my face. And she tells me to. She might tell me to put it away, but I never tell her to put it away. I'm always like, oh, bring it on. Let's.
No, because last time you said on the show, you said Leah was kind of like, I don't know if I want this house because all these problems are happening with it. And I'm not criticizing Leah. I'm just saying that's what you were saying. Because you were at kind of a point there where you were saying Leah was kind of saying she didn't know if she wanted that.
Leah gets like really emotional about stuff because when she gets overwhelmed with things, like that's why I handle that stuff. Like Leah's like literally my opposite. So like I enjoy this type of stuff, like trying to like get things done and do things and whatever. And she's good at the other stuff that I hate doing. Like I fucking suck at laundry. Anything repetitive like that you have to keep doing, like I'm terrible at that shit. So I can do the cooking, she can do some of that. She does all the laundry, she does all of many other things that I don't do. But like when it comes to these sort of things, I do these things. And when she hears about them, she gets like anxiety, like things aren't going to work and we're going to, the house is a big deal. And for us, it's a real big deal because we've been waiting 11 years for this. And if you screw something up or you get the wrong thing, it's like, imagine the emotional, like we were pretty emotional when we had to leave our apartment. So like, imagine how emotional it'd be if you screwed this up. So
I can relate to that. There's several times that I've set out to do something and everything that could possibly go wrong happened. It could be something as complicated as a house or something as simple as going to get fucking dinner. And I've literally, this is kind of funny, but I've literally.
How is that relatable?
Because we're talking about how many things.
We're talking about. Well, I'm not trying to bash you or nothing, but we're talking about something that's earth-shattering, a change in your life, and you're talking about going out to get dinner. It's the same. You're talking about coming out of his house, and then you're talking about it's earth. Like I can imagine. It's
fucking
Well, if I
Johnny.
could have finished my point, you would have known what I was trying to say.
Chinese. I'm just gonna kill myself because.
My God.
Is Tommy trying to give someone else shit here? Is that what's going on?
This is amazing, Tommy. You like that's some like this is in rare form. We have no idea yet where Drew's going, but I get what he's saying though. He's true because I was talking about the house and this thing, and you're like, when I go out to eat, but no, go. What do you mean by that? Tell us what you mean by that, because I think because you can relate that to Leah because Leah can't really. She doesn't want to call places to order. And she doesn't want to, she doesn't do well with handling the stuff with the people and things go wrong. Then she gets all like flustered. But like, I don't mind that at all. I love talking to people.
Oh, man, if it's a Chinese restaurant, fuck you. I'm not calling them. I'll make it myself. Fuck that. But no, with an unfortunate series of events that lead up to whatever you're trying to accomplish. And I was saying dinner is something stupid and simple, but I've literally skipped dinner before because so many things went wrong trying to get that fucking dinner that I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. And I think that's what Joe's trying to say. Just in this case, it happens to be about the house. But I could see, is that not what you were saying? That, an unfortunate series of events could make Leah just throw her arms up and go, fuck it?
Yeah, that's it. That's true. That's what it's like.
Yeah, fuck you, Tommy.
Yeah, because it's like
fucking point.
I mean, no, here's the thing. As I said to you,
Tommy's right though. I get what Tommy. You're right though. I get what you're saying because it's a way different scale. Because that's why Leah's probably was even more worried because this is a huge thing. So this is even more fucking because just calling the food and it not getting there could stress her out, right, Leah? Yeah, she said she doesn't like change. I mean, I don't like change either. Like I have a anxiety issue probably because of my dad and stuff. So, like, I've got mad anxiety that, like, people are going to leave me and they're going to lose and whatever. So that's probably why I get in fights with people because I push people away because I'm fucking scared they're going to leave or people are going to do something to me. So I get terrified about that. So, I mean, that's obviously some kind of psychological thing. But the bottom line is, Tommy, thanks for asking. And, yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit to do. But they're all little things. So you know what I mean? But when all those things, you add them up, it starts to become like, whoa, overwhelming, like washer, dryer, need all the furniture, need, the whatever the hell you call it, the fucking dish.
And then when you get the bigger house, it's like you finally get everything from your smaller house and you get into the bigger house and you're just like, oh, shit. Well, I have to buy some more stuff.
Well, that's the thing is, like, we're not going to take much there. So it's like, yeah, it's going to be very empty at first. It might be really empty for a while. Because, and then somebody, who was it? My buddy from, Pro Wrestling Powerhouse or PWPNation.com, the website, Jay Allen. He was like, you really shouldn't get a place. It's going to be awful. And it's like, dude, you don't understand, bro. Like, this is just get us the fuck out of here. I don't care, man. It's gonna be really tough to keep up with the payments, and I mean, no, it's not. But I mean, it's gonna be like tough to take care all the shit we're gonna have to do. It's not gonna be like, oh, it's all over now. That's why like some people were like, oh, I think Joe's never gonna have a house. This is just a thing he talks about and makes whatever. It's like, well, I mean, why would I pretend like, oh, there's remember when I had like four grand left to go? I was trying to make sure I get to a certain number, but it's like, once I get the house, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna have massive monthly payments, so I'm still gonna need to bust ass to make that money. So it's not gonna make a difference 3 months ago or 3 months from now. I'm gonna have to like do a lot of work and hope that people are patrons and hope that we get donations and hope all that shit. Or I don't it don't work. I might even look into becoming to doing stuff in realty because I used to do car sales a long time ago. I did window sales. I did a lot of things like that. And realty could be something I do on the side besides this. So there's a lot of things I'm looking into doing to make sure, that things go the right way. So we'll see about that. But I've always done sales and I've always liked that. So I might as well do that instead of, because I'll tell you, there's nothing worse for me than when I did car sales. You sit in that place all day. It's like 80 hours a week. You know what I mean? Most of the time they don't let you do part-time. The only other thing I could do is lead generations, like just getting people in the doors and stuff. They give you like $80 per person or something, depending on where you work. Some people might know about that, but I enjoy that.
It's a lot harder to talk someone into buying something with their own money. I've always made sales to stores, to people that are buying as a representative for a company.
Yeah.
As a car salesman, you've got to talk someone into buying that car from you with tens of thousands of dollars, and that's a whole different fucking ball.
You have to convince them that you want to sell them this car and why they need this car, and you're like, look over there, that's what you're driving. Look over here, this is what you could be driving. Look back over there, and look over here.
In my experience,
back over there.
In my experience with sales, what I do with sales, I don't really try to tell them why they need to be in the new car. What I've done is, because I did window sales for $900, a double hung window. You know what I mean? The windows I sold were
she said.
What?
Double hung.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm double hung.
You caught that one, not Joe.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Johnny Holsey, you how close to suicide are you right now?
Oh my God, I'm pretty much there, my friends.
Pretty much
there. I'm working on the will right now.
Johnny's like,
I'm gonna hang myself from a double hung window. There you go.
Johnny's like, I didn't know I could be on a show and become dumber. I didn't know that could happen.
I'm just trying to follow the conversations, but anyway, go on.
Well, you're going to be in for a problem then if that's what. But no, so I sold double hung windows. They were $900 a window, and I've told these stories a million times on the show. But the bottom line is, dude, when I first started going out, and they were like, I'd go around the guy's whole house, and I'd be like, wow, this guy has 25 windows. you know? So I see, and the guy basically wants an estimate on his whole house. And I see 25 windows, including like a bay window, like a really expensive bay window. So you see $900, you know, times 25. And basically what the window place would do is, the windows were really $600, but we quoted people at $900. And what would happen is, once you got to $600, I think I got like 10% of the sale. But when you went over $600 per window, I would get half of whatever else I sold them, and I could make up whatever I wanted to. So, which was fucking crazy, by the way. And one of the reasons why I wasn't one of the top sales guys is because I don't know, I have too much of a conscience. You know what I mean? Like, if I went in and somebody was like, oh, you know, we're really close, I'd be like, listen, I'd even take them down to like the 450 mark, or like the lowest I could go sometimes, because I'd be like, you know what, man, I've only been here an hour. Like, let's just get this done. You want to do it? You have these financial issues. We can do 450. That's the lowest I can go, and I would make, you know, maybe $1,000. But if I wanted to go insane, I probably could have tried to make a lot more. And sometimes I did. If I went into some rich house and, you know, they were kind of enjoying everything and they really wanted the windows and then they liked me and everything, I'd keep the price where it was. And I'd be like, damn, Leah, I just sold these windows at $5,000 more than they're supposed to be. I'm making $2,500 plus the 10%. Like, it was crazy. So, like, I'd walk out of a guy's house with a goddamn check for like fucking $30,000, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? And that was like the 30% down or something. It's like, but I went to a lot of rich people's homes and stuff like that. And
did you have to follow a script?
No, I mean, yeah, there was. Yeah, you're supposed to follow kind of a script, but I don't do that. Like, so I would be like, you know, hey, how are you guys doing? You know, what are you looking to do? And I would try to figure out what they wanted to do, because at the same time you want to sell them and you want to make money and you want to do the right thing. I want to make people happy, because if you start installing stuff and then they don't like it, or they're upset at you, or you did the wrong thing, or you lied to them, number one, they're going to be pissed. There could be a problem if that happens. You don't get your commission if they cancel stuff. Number three is, chances are, if you're good, they're going to pass you off to their neighbors. So it's like, sometimes I would give them my card. I'd show up on the installation days sometimes, and I'd be like, how's everything going? Checking on the installation guys and them. Is this, you know what I mean? Make sure everything I said to them that was going to happen is going to happen. And then, you know, they would, you know, a lot of times they would tell their neighbors, and their neighbor, hey, we're the Murphys. You know, we saw what you did with, you know, the Benjamin's windows over there, and we got this bay window that we need done. You know, and you just, you know, it's the same thing as many other things, as any sales and realty, especially, and other things like that. And I just love that stuff. Like, sales-wise, I really want to help people. So what you were saying about, oh, let me show you why you need to get in this car. You know, I mean, I would more or less show them why, if you say, we want really efficient windows, they're going to last 20 years, and we love, you know, we don't ever want to have to think about windows again, and we want brand new ones, and we want the best ones. Well, here's the ones that aren't going to turn yellow in 10 years. And here's why they're $200 more, and it sounds like that value is something that you want. So this is what I recommend we go with. But if you want to stay cheap, and you're selling the house in 5 years and whatever, well, then here's the other window that maybe you want to go this way, and it'll be much less. You know, or maybe they'd say, I don't trust your company. What if you mess? I'm kind of worried about construction. Okay, you got 30 windows. Let me do those 2 windows with the mold in them, and you can see how good a job we do with those 2. And if you love that, you're going to buy the rest. And then they might say, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's try that. And I would get in there to get, you know, to make sure we're really doing what we're supposed to do. And that's the exact
kind of shit I'd sink at. I like the repeat customer, the person you get to go back and see next week and have the same interaction with, because then you can build trust with them over time, as opposed to trying to short-term, you know, hey, how can I build their trust today?
Right. Yeah, and then you're gone, and that's it. Or the next time you see them, they're grumpy at you. It's like, that's awkward. But I just love sales. That's always been what I would do. And I mean, I gave these people my personal cell phone number, and to this day, this poor lady in Rehoboth, Massachusetts, still calls me, and she's like, "Hey, we got another window," and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't work there anymore." And I keep telling her,
it's so depressing.
Yeah. And the guy, they sent out the other sales guy, and he's a dickhead, and she goes, I hate that guy. I'd rather just buy from you. And I'm like, I don't work there.
I could just see this lonely lady in a small, quiet house, just waiting by the phone to call.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Masturbating to me.
Oh, I wasn't going to say masturbating, but all right.
I'm sick. No, she had a husband. She had a rich husband.
Oh, well,
Tommy's making a business deal right now. Look at this. See this? He's on the phone.
He's selling a car.
He's selling a car right now. He said, "Let me tell you why you need to buy this car."
No, I was just telling one of my friends about the vlog was up. Because she told me, I told her I went out to the comedy club and she wanted to watch it. And I said, I'll let you know as soon as it goes up. And I called her and said, hey, the vlog is up.
We're going to have
she
to
does
show.
Know that's what the bell button's for, right?
Right,
What?
to hit the bell button. Yeah, if she hit the bell, she'd see it.
Yeah,
I tell everybody, I'm like, if you sub to my channel, hit the bell because you won't get notifications. Like that, my channel. I've done an upload.
Well, let me.
And the funny thing is,
yeah,
my mom is like, I will be hanging out with her, and I'll show up to her work or something like that, and I'll hear my voice, and I'm like, she's watching my videos, and I'm like,
oh my god.
So do you call all of your subs to let them know when the video's up?
That's so creepy.
Only certain people. I only send like my videos to certain people.
Now, do you call the people that you actually had the phone numbers up on your screen? Do you call them since you already got their number?
Right.
I mean, you know.
He's not following me.
Oh my god, he was terrified.
I send it only to certain people and certain friends, and then I let all my Tommy heads, watch the content.
The Tommy heads.
And people ask me, Tommy, why do you call them Tommy heads? And I say, I call them Tommy heads because they're addicted to me. Like, they watch my content.
Oh, man, Leah is dying right now. She's not on the call, but I got to tell you.
No,
she's in the background.
Say that. Please don't say that.
Tommy.
I'm their drug. They are.
Tommy, no one loves you more than you. Tommy, you love yourself.
Is it the 95% on your channel?
Tommy, you love yourself, don't you?
God.
No, I don't love myself.
No, you love yourself. Come on, you love yourself. It's okay.
I can't believe you said that.
Tommy,
to be honest, I kind of hate myself sometimes.
You know what, though? You should love
myself
yourself.
sometimes.
No, I want you to love yourself. I'm not kidding, bro. You need to have that confidence. I don't care. We can joke about it. And but
I just don't want people making me look like a douchebag, like, because I.
No, you do
try
that to
not
yourself. Don't worry.
Pump myself up and
Well, it's okay, Tommy. Seriously, bro. Whatever, dude. I mean, listen. You got to. If you, whatever. Who cares? You got confidence. Who cares? You love yourself. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm gonna play these donations real quick. And what's up to the chat? How you guys doing? TSS is in the house. Ed's View's in the fucking house. What's up, Ed's View? This is already one of my favorite episodes. Like, I gotta tell you. And some of the other episodes with Troy and me and everybody. We've had some nights where I think Throwdown's been better than fucking Monetize This, so this has been pretty fun. But tomorrow night I'll Monetize This. The belt's on the line. I'm going to be spinning that wheel, calling the sex line as one or two different voices. I don't know what's going to happen. Ken's going to eat my ass out. I'm going to eat his ass out. It's going to be crazy. And we'll have I think I'm probably going to get drunk tomorrow night, so it should be one of those nights where, I don't know, where Leah might have to stop the show at some point. So we'll see how that goes. But let me play these donations. Then we might take a sneak peek at Tommy's newest stand-up vlog, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Give me a hell yeah! Joe is cut. You seen his dick, Tommy? I knew you were a gay lady boy.
Oh my god. I knew you were a gay lady boy. The Goon, what's up, Goon? Thanks for the 316, man. It's Christmas time, baby. I bought too many presents. I stopped buying presents. I'm like, all right, that's it. That's it. We got to get a house now. Christmas presents. So, I didn't get to finish my thing. Goon, thank you, Goon. I fucking derailed myself. The point of that whole story with the house, going way back to like 30 minutes ago, was that I was telling Leah to make an Amazon wish list because so many people want to send us stuff to the P.O. box. So I told her, just make a fucking Amazon. She's like, I feel embarrassed. And I'm like, yeah, me too. It's kind of lame, I think. But people want to send stuff to the P.O. box. If they're going to send it, you might as well make a wish list so they send you something you like. Because somebody was like, dude, send me your wish list or I'm just going to send you a coffee maker. And then I was like, well, Leah actually just got me a coffee maker for Christmas, so don't do that. And just people are fucking crazy nice. And I am embarrassed about it, but... whatever. So I'm gonna make it and I'll put it somewhere, and that's all I'll say about it because I'm fucking turning red even thinking about it. But the bottom line is, Amazon wish lists are awesome, and everybody should do them if you can.
I have one, Joe.
Oh, of course you do. I knew you had one. What's on?
Because I used to plug it a long time ago before my channel blew up.
Wait. Can you send
me? And then when I was
it?
plugging it, people were like, "Tommy, you're a piece of shit for plugging your Amazon wish list." And Chris Perillo was the one that inspired me to get an Amazon wish list, because he would plug his Amazon wish list and people would send stuff to him all the time.
Yeah,
well, anytime you take anything from a viewer, you're going to get criticism for it, regardless of what you do.
I mean, dude, certainly I would much rather have a show where I had sponsors and that paid for the shows and I could just entertain everybody. It does kind of suck having to be like, hey guys, hope you donate, hope that, you know what I mean? I mean, Patreon, at least Patreon's different. When people shit on the Patreon, I kind of just laugh at that, because Patreon is fucking 30 hours at least or so or less. Sometimes it's all over the place. But it's a chunk of content. You're actually paying for something. It's like paying a subscription for something. So
that's exactly what I look at. It's like Netflix or the WWE Network or something like that.
Yes,
I just got my WWE Network just now.
There you go.
And thank you to one of your fans, Joe, for giving me that $9.
That's so nice. That's very nice. Jake DeMarco did the last one. Now somebody did another one, or he didn't do it?
No, Jake. I'm not Jake. I'm not trying to bash you or nothing.
Because he's in the hospital right now.
Was 10 push-ups. That gentleman that asked me to do 10 push-ups.
I forgot about that. You're right. You had to do 10 push-ups, and he actually gave you the shit. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool, man. That's really cool.
So I have it for 1 month now. Like, just 1 month, the $9 one, and at some point I'll save my money up and get the $50 one where I can get it like for. For like at least 3 months,
All right, well listen, let's go take a look at Tommy's Amazon wish lists. Everybody, this will be a lot of fun. This will be a new segment on the show. What does Tommy want from his fans?
Did he just say instead of getting Did he just say instead of doing $9.99 a month, he's going to do the $50 one for 3 months?
Did you say that, Tommy?
At some point, when I get the money, I will.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I've been getting that one for a while. I had been getting.
Hey, Tommy, have you thought about getting the $180 one for 6 months? Because that one is the best deal out of all of them. Because you get it for 6 months.
Well, I don't think they sell those at Walmart. I looked for them at Walmart. I only seen the 3 month one.
Oh, they sell them at Walmart?
Yeah, if you go to Walmart, you could find like the 3 month one.
If you go to Target, you can get an entire year for $800. No shit.
I wish I had $800.
But it's a year.
Talking about.
Wow, that's pretty awesome, Drew. Oh my God, Tommy, did you not pick up on this yet, Tommy?
Oh, ha ha ha.
What?
Well, explain it.
I didn't pick up on it. I don't
clearly.
No, Tommy, the network is fucking $10 a month, dude. So it's like,
yeah, I know that.
So why would you pay $50 for 3 months? You're essentially paying 16 something a month at that point.
Yeah, that's bad.
That was what I was getting at.
Well, it's better to have it longer and stronger, and that's what she said.
Longer and stronger.
Oh my God!
All right, here we go. Here's Tommy's.
Go get some bacon from McDonald's, Tommy. I don't know what to tell you.
Here's Tommy's wish list. We have IRS Elite Collection Erwin Arsheister. We have WWE Elite 1-2-3 Kid, and just all toys. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh my God! Look at this. Men's 3-piece purple zoot dress suit.
Do you have a picture of Tommy where you can superimpose that over?
Oh my God,
dude.
I'm fucking dying right now, bro. I'm gonna fucking pass the fuck out.
You want to wear that?
Yes, I want to wear that.
Dude, my grandfather's 101 years old. He doesn't even dress like that anymore. Are you out of your mind? Why?
Suits, okay?
How old are you?
Are you going to be pimping women on the Vegas Strip?
Do you know how much that is, man? That's like $80. Men's paisley design dress vest, necktie, red color tie. Look at there's this, and then here's another.
What size? Wait, what are the sizes here? What is your size, Tommy?
46
dude,
regular.
it's the Hugh Hefner jacket.
Look at this jacket. Oh my God.
I had a red jacket, but somebody stuck it in the washer and ruined it.
No,
Somebody is mother. So your mom ruined it.
No, somebody else's mother.
Ashley's mother?
I'm not saying.
Ashley's mother. Thank you, Ashley's mother, you inept bitch.
Well, just
Hey, watch your mouth, Joe.
I'm just kidding, Tommy. Take it easy. She ain't listening.
Yeah, no.
She's probably really sweet, though. Seriously, I'm joking.
Well, she will
Come on.
once Tommy calls her and tells you you're talking shit on
Man,
her.
how much
No,
does
I
she
would
weigh?
never do that.
No, not like last week. Or
Everybody
anything.
take a guess on how much Ashley's mother weighs. I'm saying 480.
Oh, come on, Joe.
So fucked up.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
sorry. What the fuck dude? That, oh my God, dude, this looks like something William Control would wear.
What
From the-
is this?
Does that come with a free pipe?
That's the
That's the
morgue
you have
outfit.
there.
Sailor hat?
What the fuck is this thing? Monday suit, man. What the fuck makes this at Monday?
It's depressing.
What the
That's
fuck
makes it a
is Monday? What makes this Monday? What about
I
this
don't know.
makes a Monday?
I saw and I liked it.
All right.
About to do an autopsy? Why, this Monday suit will suit you well.
Johnny, a fucking fanning bullhorn. Tommy wants a bullhorn as if he didn't enrage people enough to go through
Now
Black Mountain.
Now he wants to be Jimmy
I
Hart.
actually already have a bullhorn already.
Oh, so you got that one.
Yeah, somebody actually sent that from mailbox. Oh, and actually, I think it's a different one, but somebody actually, I had to put batteries in it at some point.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Tommy's going through like Black Mountain, and he's like,
Stay positive.
"Everybody, I just uploaded a new video. Everybody, I gotta tell you, I just uploaded a new video. I just wanted to tell you, I've uploaded a new video. Tommy NC 2010.
I'm not that bad at it, Joe.
I swear to God, dude, you like what? You wouldn't do that? Like, why would you? Why would
No,
you have
I'm
a
not
bullhorn?
that kind of person. Like, I'm not that kind of. I'm modest. Like, I upload a video and hopefully somebody watches it.
No, you're
No,
mod.
you're
No,
not.
you're
The first time
No, you
I
are known.
ever-
Wait a second. No, wait a second. You are known. You are known for making scenes all the time in groups of people, and I have the proof. You are known for making a scene. Here's a bunch of people in New York just trying to have a good time, whatever the fuck, and here you are.
Any of you can inspire. Every single day, I go
Yeah,
out
Tommy, this scared me when I saw this.
fuck up!
I was waiting for that,
Every
yeah.
one of you in New York can inspire. Make videos and make money.
See, if you did this in like Arkansas or somewhere, like a crowd would gather to watch you and be like, "What's he talking about?" That's why they follow so much religion easily, and they'll just be like, "Yeah, kill the gays," because like out there, whatever. But like in New York, they're just walking past you like, "Yep, another psycho." Like,
Yeah,
Look,
that's
it's Michael
really-
Stipe and tie-dye there, Johnny Holes. Michael Stipe and tie-dye.
yeah. That's look at that.
Where?
In the bottom right
Right here,
corner.
this guy.
There's your guy right there.
That guy's hot. Oh, you can barely see him on this video, on this shot. But look at this. I'll zoom in a little bit. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. That guy's going to the Jimmy Buffett concert
Holy
later.
crack.
Holy
It
crap.
must be New York.
Did I just say holy crack? Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, you can't. This is Times Square, right, Tommy? Yeah, this is Times
Yeah,
Square.
Times Square.
That's Times Square. Yeah, that's where that happens every day, every second.
Yeah, that's why nobody. You can literally see everyone's like, "Don't give a fuck, psycho."
And the fact is, the value of entertainment. One thing I should let you know about me is I cannot read or write.
Oh, no.
Great way to get laid. I can tell you.
One thing I gotta tell you guys, I cannot read or write, but I can annoy the fuck out of you people.
But I can tell you what, I have a hell of a lot more balls than anybody else. I can tell you
no,
what.
you do have balls, man. I
Who's
got it.
holding the camera?
Hamza.
My Boston crew.
Oh, those guys.
They were actually, we were trying to find a spot where I could do the inspirational speech, and I just saw the middle of Times Square, and I just like stepped over one of the big pieces of like, I guess I stepped over the sidewalk and like stepped right in the center of Times Square, and I just said, and I just started talking to everybody that was sitting on the stands where that big statue is, you know.
Well, Tommy, nobody should be able to take that away from you. I mean, you're outgoing. You know, what I mean, I'm very similar too. I love that, and I like that. I like that about you. But I think a lot of people just don't. You know, they don't. Just some people just don't want to be bothered with it. You know what I mean? But I get what you were doing. But
It's one of my biggest dreams is, I guess one of my biggest dreams is to be an inspirational speaker, be a traveling inspirational speaker and go to school telling kids about the goals of the ideas of positivity, and also preaching about YouTube. And
are you gonna have a prop table in front of you to fall through at the end of it?
Maybe I would end it with the Chris Farley sketch, and I'll be like,
Oh God!
and now remember something, kids.
Oh, look what I started.
See, Tommy,
and I'm 35 years old.
Oh, here we go. Tommy, I think you really just want to get. I think you just want like people to watch you. Like that's all you really. I don't think you really want to, like.
I want to inspire people.
I think you just want to be.
What the fuck is that?
What is this? Is
What
this
was that? Right.
newer aluminum alloy foldable DSLR rig movie kit? Oh, it's like a handy cameras or a.
Yeah,
it looks like
you
a
can put,
sex
camera
torture
on
device.
it. It's like super steady. You can put the camera on it, and
it's a steady cam.
It's like you're not even. It's like you're not even holding the camera.
It's a steady cam. Did they really need to? Newer aluminum alloy foldable DSLR rig movie kit filmmaking system shoulder mount support rig stabilizer for Canon Nikon. It's a steady cam. Just call it
$38.
I'll tell you what. Just have her bend over. She grabs the two handlebars, and then you shove that thing right in her ass
Yeah, there you go.
You need like 5 of these
for $39.
You need like 5 of these for Ashley. Amazon Basics backpack for cameras.
Oh, that's a nice backpack.
Then there's a tripod. Then there's a Ric Flair Elite collectible for $90. Bret Hart. And then there's...
That is like Afro Puff
apparently,
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant like just stuck his fucking dick in an electrical socket. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
That's
Liam,
the Gene Simmons version of Andre the Giant.
the broccoli is real. Look at this fucking... Look at the broccoli.
You pay $60 for that shit?
You pay $60. This was a This was like a fucked up figure. They're supposed to be like, this ain't Andre the Giant.
That's why it's so much, because it's on the look
like
at how
someone
crazy
took
this
shit on
shit
his
is
head.
back.
It looks like Gene Simmons.
Yeah. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, dude. All right, this is too good. The $1 Million Man, Sergeant Slaughter, more Steve Austin, Kane with a stretcher and a fire hydrant.
When the hell did Kane have a fire hydrant? Isn't that counterproductive?
It's just something, I guess, they just stuck with the figure, I guess.
Oh, fucking leave.
I don't understand. Why do you need this?
I just saw it and I thought I wanted to get that, you know?
Tommy, did you get this out of WWE's 85% collection?
No.
Dude, I'm going to put some of this on me and Leah's list. Oh my god.
With a stretcher and a fire.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, see, Tommy, this is why a lot of people don't buy this stuff, because like if I make a list, it's like I really don't have a lot of money and we're moving into an empty house, so people feel bad. So they're like, "Hey, Joe, let me get you, some silverware. Let me get you like a fucking whatever." And so like plates. And so like I think that's why like people more likely to send us stuff, because it's like, "Oh, we want to help you with the stuff, And I think when they look at yours, they're just like, "We're just giving this guy fucking toys." However, Tommy, I will say, if you started doing like reviews on crazy shit, which by the way, I'm giving you this idea. How many ideas have I given you that have worked out, Tommy? A lot, I think.
Bunch.
So here's another one.
Well, I've done wrestling reviews.
Yeah, no, you've done figure reviews. You've already done this. This isn't a new idea to you. I'm not saying that I'm coming up with something you never did, but I'm saying consistently, if you reviewed whacked out shit, like you might actually get sent that stuff, because people will be like, "Oh my god, I want to see Tommy review this. What the fuck is this?" And they send it to you. That could work out. That might work for you. I'm not 100%.
It's got to be really weird,
Yeah.
really fucking wacky, insane stuff.
Like, if I was to do something like that, I would do clothing. I would do, like,
No.
Wait a minute though, but Johnny,
No.
you're not telling me that you wouldn't want to send him one of these things to see him in this fucking thing? Because I might
No.
send him that to see him put that fucking thing on.
Dude, no. No, I wouldn't.
I would love to get
Mailbox
that jacket.
Monday.
I've been wanting to get a jacket like that for a long time, because I like the color red. It's very red is a
Tommy.
color of intimidation and also style.
Red, Tommy, it might be the
Red, it's a color of rage, isn't it?
Tommy, it might be the color of intimidation, but extra slim fit skinny blazer jacket.
My bad. I was like, I might have been when I was a little thinner back in the day when I was looking at that.
Wave goodbye-bye to this stream.
Belt buckle?
Yeah, you won't need the belt buckle with that thing. Let's see if we go further.
Wait.
What is this? Just black gloves. Just black gloves. Strong suit.
That's
Oh
for
my
when he feels
God.
like killing people when he goes on his killing sprees.
Yeah, you could surmise that you were going to kill somebody after reading some of these things.
Yeah.
Do you know they do have kits where the gloves come with it, and it's about the same price?
Studio
Yeah.
light.
Oh my God. Okay, a light, yeah. That's like a light to light. Like, this is the lighting I'll use, like, usually on my green screens. I get it. Okay, another vest. Fucking goggles.
They look like the goggles from like Coop.
Goggles.
Are you
What need
Grandmaster
goggles for?
Sexy now?
A top
Ooh.
hat. A felt.
No,
felt,
that's a bowler.
Okay, the hat's cool.
the fact that you. Yeah, the hat's kind of
Don't
cool,
name
yeah.
your hats- Don't name your hats wrong.
I don't know what that is.
Godzilla It's like Godzilla figures, Megalon.
$100.
A WCW Mattel title belt and Sting.
I have a Sting figure, and then like somehow
God.
the jacket got thrown out. Like that just aggravated me.
Whoa, Jesus, settle down.
I put a challenge out to see if anyone can have a crazier Amazon wish list than Tommy.
Oh my God! I mean, I'm gonna have to up my game on my Amazon wish list. Leah, let's put dildos on ours. Like, help me and Leah get off. Like,
I put a breathalyzer on our wedding
Help
registry.
you.
Oh,
Is
that's a
this
good idea.
throwdown or Tommy does a porno?
Johnny Ray Sinister's in the house. What's up, Johnny Ray Sinister? How you doing, brother? Good to have you here, man, on Throwdown, episode 32.
Beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Shout out to WWE Brand Fan 1 for subscribing over here. What's up? And the 337 people in the chat. Everybody in the chat, let's get 100 likes, guys. What's up? I might even crack a fucking beer open. I don't know. Me and Leah are going to record our podcast after this. So if you're a patron, make sure you ask a question on Patreon for me and Leah's podcast. It's Christmas time. Look at this. My God, King Stone Cold Stone Santa Claus!
Whooped Santa Claus's
Santa's fucking dead!
ass. I stunned Santa.
Hey, Mike, what's up? I've been doing this show 6 years. Where you been, you fuck? Take your pants off.
I stunned Santa Claus's ass. I dropped him on that stack of dimes neck. I whooped Santa Claus's ass. Merry fucking Christmas, because Stone Cold said so.
Was that just like a random actor?
I stunned Santa.
Probably a local wrestler or something. I forget who. I think we found out at one point it might have been Mick Foley.
Oh well, yeah.
Tommy's inner thoughts.
Today was good. While I was cleaning the frosty machine, I could hear "You're the best" from the original Karate Kid. Started karate chopping my co-workers as I sang along. Well, I was told I was yelling, "You're the best around, nothing gonna keep you down."
You're the best. I love that shit, man. Tommy's inner
I
thoughts.
don't work at Wendy's.
I had said on
Come on,
Monetize This last week that it may have been Balls Mahoney, but the chat, when I went back and looked, a lot of them were saying Steve Lombardi. So
Yeah, I
don't
bet
know.
Lombardi. You're right. It was the Brooklyn Brawler, I believe. You're right. Yeah, it was not Balls, though. You're right, I think.
Tommy, please don't think of me as a gay stalker, but is it okay if I send you a vial so you can send me a cum sample?
Oh.
I promise it won't be weird. By the way,
No, thank
I
you.
just come again.
Oh, God. This guy really wants... This is like... the masturbator, thank you. This is like... remember the girl that loved Tommy? Like Tommy's... What was it
Bertha
called?
Loves Tommy?
Bertha Loves Tommy. Yeah, this is like another obsessed fan with Tommy. Very strange. A lot of those going around.
Here comes the money.
Oh, shit.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Flow Grown OG is up in this B. What's up? Squeeze my titties.
Hope everyone is having a good night. Almost Friday.
Fucking right.
It's almost time, man. It's almost time to...
Yes.
No more work. It's Friday night. We'll get wet on Monetize This. Flow Grown. Thanks, man. Except for the poor people that have to work on the weekend. I worked a lot of weekends myself, so, you know, it sucks when you work weekends, especially, and everybody's like, "Oh, thank God it's the weekend." You're just like, "Yeah, fuck." Or you took extra hours, you know, with Christmas and all the presents and buying time. Like, I'm worried about people that celebrate Hanukkah because it's like, I wanted to ask Himmelgod this. If Himmelgod's listening, Brian, call the show. I want to talk to him. I don't know if he's listening, but if he is, man, Himmelgod, call up because I want to ask people that celebrate Hanukkah this. And maybe there's some in the chat. Because my thing is like, it would be torturous. You'd have to like really discipline the kids because my kids would freak out because they'd be like, because you don't want to just give them good shit every night. You can't just give them crazy shit every night, you know? So like one night you start with like a fucking, like a goddamn stick of gum or something, and then the next night it's like a pair of shoes, you know, because then you have to build towards stuff. And then like you give them the big present on the last night, but it's like 9 days of torture or whatever it is.
Well, Lewis Black did a great bit on that when he said, you know, it's an after-school holiday. You know, because you just get like pens, pencils.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like, and then it leads up to maybe the last night of present, like where you get the big present. But every other night the kid's like, "Oh fuck, PJs, oh fucking pencils, oh," and then like here's a you know, I don't know, something small. Like here's finally you get to like roller skates on the almost the last night, but then the last night it's like an Xbox. You know,
did you ever get to open the one gift on Christmas Eve, like before you went to bed?
Yes, I think we all did that here.
Yeah, I think it's probably kind of like that, where you try and grab the big box, and your parents are like, no, grab that one over there. That's your Christmas Eve one.
Yeah, that's true.
It's probably similar to that, but fuck, I don't know any better than you do.
Yeah. Oh, Leah gives them ornaments. I mean, but I got like, sometimes I got like a little Lego thing or something, like or like something. I mean, my parents were spoiled though. Oh yeah, Leah gave them like a little blind pack and pajamas last year, you know. And then and that's about it. Yeah, I don't know. Like that's usually what we do. And take another
Super chat.
Hey Tommy, no vacuuming please and thank you.
No vacuuming tonight from Tommy. He's looking good tonight. Tommy looking chilled out. He's good to go. Tommy might be, you know, he's in a good mood, man. I'm in a good mood. It's Christmas time again. The holidays are coming. It's Stitch Jones.
I whooped Santa Claus's ass.
Dude, I was driving around yesterday singing this. Like, I fucking, like, sang this all day yesterday. It's in my head. Hey, Tommy, are you going to be drinking tomorrow night? Oh, I'll get you the money for it. We'll get you some beers.
I dropped him on that stack of dimes.
Somebody donate tonight so we can get Tommy drunk tomorrow.
I whooped Santa Claus's ass. Merry fucking Christmas, because Stone Cold said so.
625.
I stunned Santa Claus's ass. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
I'm surprised that Catfucker JD hasn't reported any wrestling news you've reported on today. Say hello to Christmas Libre for me, Joe.
Stitch Jones, thank you, man. I will say hi to him. He heard you, man. He's right here. He's loving life. And he looks beautiful. He does. So, Stitch Jones, thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Catman reports on, to be honest. I don't keep that close a thing on him. I know that Jim Cornette just signed into Skype. I know that. I wonder if every time I call him, he's like, "Goddamn fucking Cronin," or if maybe he doesn't even know it's me. You know, maybe he's like,
"You're the guy. You're the guy that calls." You are to Cornette what that guy is to Tommy. That's always calling Tommy.
Yes, I think
the
so.
Masturbator guy.
Well, it could be.
I just don't know why Cornette doesn't block my Skype. I think it's because he doesn't know how to do it. Because every time Cornette logs in, he may not even know it's me because it was his birthday a little while back, and I remember it said, "Wish Jim Cornette a happy birthday" on Skype or whatever. And so I did. I wrote like, "Hey, happy birthday, Jim," and he wrote back, and he was like, "Thank you." I'm like, I don't think he knows that this is Joe Cronin.
Thank you. If I say thank you, maybe he'll leave me the fuck alone.
He might have gave, like, I think what it is with a guy like Jim Cornette, like, he, he'll like for a second he knows you, and then like, how you doing there? How you doing there?
Well, he's like Jim's really cordial in person. Like when I met him, I actually was like, oh, I'm a little worried he's gonna bury me or something. But when me and Leah met him and he was being silly with me, like when he was done cutting into me and cutting the promo, because I was letting him, I was feeding him all this shit. I knew what he was doing, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep feeding him more stuff, and he can make fun of me, and we'll get it on tape. But like after it was over, he had a big smile on his face, like obviously we were joking around, and I really appreciate it, and gave me a shook my hand, and I'm like, see, like Jim Cornette, like he knows what he's doing, so that's why it shocked me when he got so crazy with me for just tweeting that the dollar signs at him twice to be like, hey, you and Santino come on the show, we'll give you money. I mean, I was joking, around with him.
I think he does what he has to fit his agenda. Like in the case of the show you were at, well, he's at a wrestling show, so he's got to answer your questions, be cordial and shit. But then when he's on Dick Licker's show over there, he can go, oh, that Cronin son of a bitch, and blah, 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 because it fit the agenda of that show. You're not standing there looking him in the eye because you probably would have whooped, or he's probably afraid that you would have whooped his ass.
When I met Cornette at the wrestling events, which I was really shocked when I went to that wrestling event.
Well, yeah.
And I was really shocked to meet him. I didn't know he was going to be there. And I was like, oh my gosh, Cornette's here. And I'm like, I wanted Cornette to give like this amazing promo on me. Like, and he gave a good promo, and then he like tried to get me to do a promo, and like it's on my channel of him doing it. And then there was another video that I shot of him like, I'm doing a promo about Jim Cornette, and he walks up to me, he's flipping me off. And I titled it, Jim Cornette, Flip Me Off.
Well, Tommy, I don't know if it gets any better than what he told me to do. Do you remember what Jim Cornette told me to do?
No.
He told me that basically he wanted to have sex with Bret Hart. Watch this.
Well, you know something? Bret the Hitman Hart's always spoiling a lot of things, isn't he? He's been on the show.
Who's that?
That's Bret the Hitman Hart.
That was Bret Hart?
That was my attempt.
That's a great impersonation. Yeah, it certainly
Will you
was.
come on up there to...
I almost knew who it was.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Maybe all you Americans need to learn a thing or two about respect.
Look at this look I give him right there. Because I know he's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I knew it.
About respect.
What, Leah? Oh yeah, poor Leah had to hold the camera up while pregnant, like, and deal with me talking to people like this.
Don't quit your day.
All right. I tried, guys. I
did.
Now I say, well, the people told me to do Bret Hart for you, And he goes, oh, do Bret Hart. If you would do Bret Hart, and he gets into me fucking Bret Hart.
They said do Bret Hart for Jim Cornette and see if he kills you.
Well, now you did an impersonation of BretArt. You didn't actually do Bret Hart.
I know where he's gonna go with this, so I'm like wicked giddy. I'm like, here he goes.
If you do Bret Hart and let me watch, that would
be interesting. Oh my god, dude, fucking Cornette, dude, and then Mean Gene Okerlund wanted to bang Leah. Did you remember that, Tommy?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember seeing that video.
You remember it?
No, I don't think.
You don't. Oh, you didn't see it? Oh God, dude, Mean Gene was like, oh, you got a lovely camera girl there. What's her name? Like, and Mean Gene was like staring at her. I mean,
I'm surprised he's still. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
It amazes me how much these old wrestling people are still alive, and you keep saying who's the next one to go. Like you keep asking yourself like.
Oh yeah,
it's drop off like flies,
Yeah, oh they do, man. And Mean Gene had these swollen hands. I've told this story a million times already on the show, but it's like Mean Gene's hands were like fucking swollen, and I was staring at him and I was like, Jesus Christ, he looks like he's gonna have a heart attack any second. But I went back and looked at him and I realized that Mean Gene's kind of always had these swollen hands, but they're really bad now. And I was legit convinced that he was gonna die or something. And then poor Jimmy Corderas had his fucking referee t-shirt there from WrestleMania, and he was selling it for like starting the bidding at like $400, and I was like, this is Rhode Island, right? Like nobody has fucking $400, bro.
Corderas looks like he lost some weight.
Well, this is a few years ago.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him in years, so
okay.
It's like, wow, shit.
He's got a show up in Canada or a podcast or something. And my hair wasn't quite leaving me all here yet.
Auctioning off a shirt. What time? It's about 11 a.m. now. What time does this get auctioned off at?
We're thinking between 3 and 4 o'clock.
He ended up going home with the shirt, by the way, if anybody wants to know. I should have swooped by and been like, I'll give you $80 for it right now.
It's a game worn.
But to be honest, I told him, I was like, but you should put that up on eBay or something because that is a treasure. You're the referee in the match. That's the one you wore at WrestleMania for the Undertaker's match. That thing should go for like $500 on eBay or $1,000 to somebody who really cares. But I'm like, motherfucker, you're in Rhode Island right now. These fuckers, some of them fucking couldn't get here. You know what I mean?
You could have someone like Himmelfarb that could walk in and be like,
right.
Okay, here's $1,000.
Yeah, like he would be better off reaching out to people like, hey, listen, do you want the shirt that I wore with the Undertaker? Himmelgod would take it probably. So there you go.
SmackDown referee shirt, which is, I think, pretty rare, especially considering I wore it at WrestleMania 24, which happens to be the picture on the cover.
Oh my goodness!
And look, it's the picture on his book. Like, come on, it's epic.
That was my attempt.
That's a great impersonation. Yeah.
What, Leah?
See if he kills
you.
What year? What? Oh, what year? Yeah, this was 2015. This was you were pregnant with Finn. Yeah, you're pregnant with the third child. And let me get to. Oh yeah, and then Sam Roberts with his Brie Mode T-shirt. Like, what was he like? What is wrong with him? But no, he's
got Andre the Giant's hair.
And here's Mean Gene, and Mean Gene also faked a heart attack, which I literally believed. I was like, oh, what's going on? You having a fucking heart attack? And then he hit on Leah. Here's where he hits on Leah.
I was looking around like, who do I call? Where's the button?
That's it. Get the guy's shoe size. He's got a problem.
Watch this.
Who's the young lady?
That is my wife, Leah.
Wife, Leah? You do a great job with that camera. You do a great job with that camera.
God, dude. What a freaky fucker. Oh, jeez.
How about that, Johnny? You expect, like, this guy's into my wife. Now, imagine if I told him she wasn't really my wife yet then. Then what would he have done then? Jacked off?
Yeah, he would probably be like, so.
And I got to tell you, Mean Gene Okerlund is one of my inspirations as far as, like, when I used to think about being an announcer. Not that I was, because I used to think, I'm going to be Shawn Michaels. But I was always like, if I could be an announcer, I would be Mean Gene Okerlund. So I was very, very excited to meet him, and he went after my woman. I was like, this is great.
That guy has one of the cleanest
Joe, if he had
microphones.
given you like $1,000 underneath the table and he was like, let me take a shot at your wife, would you have taken the money?
Well, first of all, no, because I don't want Leah to punch Mean Gene in the face. So that's the first
so if you
thing.
walked into Leah like, Leah, listen, he's giving me $1,000. We'll get herself a house.
Like, no, because $1,000 is nothing for Leah to like. I don't think you understand. Like, Leah, you could probably, I don't know, you would be hard pressed to find a price that Leah would accept. Like, if you told Mean Gene's gonna hit on you, like, can he kiss you and like take you out to dinner a little bit? And he's an old man. The price that Leah would ask for that is, I don't even know if there is one. But if there was one, I don't know, $1 billion, maybe. I mean, Leah, for $1 billion, could Mean Gene kiss you and kind of hug you and take you out to eat, and then that's it? See, even for $1 billion,
76 years old.
She said no to $1 billion. I like this isn't a lie. Like $1 billion. Mean Gene Okerlund, $1 billion, like 6 hours. You don't have to do him or anything like that. You just go out and whatever. Yeah, maybe he kiss you a little bit. He might give you a hug and tell you you're beautiful. Leah goes, just stop, I'm gonna throw up.
Jeez.
See, this is where me and Leah differ, because I would let Mean Gene eat my balls for $1 billion. Like
he looks like he hasn't a smell to him.
Yeah, like, well, but Johnny, I would get hammered drunk, and I would blow this guy for $1 billion, like $1 billion, like a real billion.
I'd do it for less. I mean, think about it, $1 million, $2 million even. It's like, man, tickle my ass for a couple hours. Let's
you know
it. Give me the money.
And you said it. Speaking of tickling my ass, take a look at this weird sculpture that was out front of this fucking building in Rhode Island. I love doing this. This is my favorite part of the whole thing. It looks like a sex thing. This looks like something a woman uses on her pussy. Yes, it does. And we'll find out. Ready? Watch this, guys, and we'll have it vote in the chat.
What's up, wrestling fans? It's Joe Cronin. That was it. That was the Fan Fest at the Rhode Island Convention Center. All the wrestling legends were there. We got most of them, and I even got interviewed by another wrestling podcast. So shout out to those guys. We're standing in front of the Rhode Island Convention Center, and we had a great time. It's a huge building. We're also standing next to a gigantic sexual device that can be used on women who are giants, apparently. Like, what the hell kind of dildo is this thing? Like, what do you do with this thing? Does it go in? Does it go out? Does it go around? What is this? Leah, do you know what this is? Leah, rub up on this and see if it works. Well, anyway, this is Joe Cronin signing off from Adult Sex Toys Rhode Island, and we'll see you next time at FanFest 6.
That thing, I just, like, what the fuck was that?
It did have grips for your fingers.
It looks like a giant shampoo bottle.
It looked like a big dildo, I'm telling you.
Or a deformed uterus.
No, that looks like if you rub that back and forth on your clitoris, like a little bit. Like, we're going. Everybody in the chat, if you think that that looks like a nice sculpture, write 1. If you think that it looks like a sexual device, write 69. We'll square this up right now in the chat. What's up? CM Omega's here. William Ritchie. Ashley's here. She might know. Sean Higgins is here. Awandi is up in here. What's up, Awandi? He goes, the fuck? Oh, my God, dude. That's so fucking funny. But, hey, it's all good. What else we got? This and that. And yeah, Leah has standards. See, I don't. I really don't. I was more excited because, like, Jim Cornette was kind of hitting on Leah in a way. And, everybody was.
Yeah, they were creepy there. I didn't like that place.
Yeah, they were. They're all
69 City.
Yeah, right? Oh, Ryan Pelletier says, wow, Joe, you don't know Rhode Island at all. I live in the expensive part. No, I just like to make fun of Rhode Island, dude. I mean, I'm from Massachusetts. Come on, we give you guys shit all the time. I know the nice parts of Rhode Island because I sold windows in the nice parts of Rhode Island, too. And I told Leah, I was like, we can move to Rhode Island. This is nice parts. I did hate Rhode Island, though, because I almost never made sales. But I never made sales to the poor people in Rhode Island. But the people with money, I made sales to. But yeah, so Troy says hi to everybody. By the way, Troy just checked in, so I know he's in Washington, D.C. He has not been killed yet by an angry mob, so that's good. I told him to be careful. Lots of people are saying 69 in the chat. So I'm apparently a lot of people think this is a sex device. Does Ashley think it's a sex device? Because that's important to me. Is any female in the chat? Like, the females have more clout than the men. So any of the women in the chat, I have an art degree and I don't even know what the fuck that is, Ashley says. Tell Leah everybody's got a price. Oh my God, sure as hell do. Okay, let's finish off some donations and then we'll take calls if you guys want to call for a few. Got a few more minutes left and me and Leah are going to record our podcast. No, I know, but you kind of, I mean, they're giving $1 billion to us. You got to do something. I can't. Man, that would be, it's not like Requiem for a Dream. You're not going ass to ass for fucking $5,000, you know? Fake an orgasm. I interviewed JR too. It's like me and Tommy interviewed all the same people. It's funny.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
I interviewed him at WrestleCon, but then I also had him on the show here. Justice Bry. Thank you for subscribing to the channel.
He only said my catchphrase in that video. Like,
that's cool.
I started the video too early. He started going, and he's like, keeping you on the inside fact. And I didn't realize that Jim Ross had
Tommy,
a stroke.
Since you are bad at math,
you didn't know
let
that?
me help you. DM me on Twitter. I'll pay for the WWE Network for a month for you.
Tommy, since you are bad at math, let me help you. DM me on Twitter. Tommy, Gorilla Strong is offering to give you a month on the WWE Network.
Thank you.
On top of the other one.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you DM me, Gorilla, I probably don't know your Twitter, but if you DM me, I will respond to you. My DMs are open. Like, I keep my DMs open.
Yeah, you do.
Tommy, I'm not joking about this. I am not.
Tommy, is that Amazon wish list items still things you're trying to get?
Yes. Some of them, yes.
The Goon, thank you for the 316, Goon. Yeah, I have to tell you, this goes along with what I was just going to say. First of all, Goon, I really appreciate you, man. I love you, buddy. And shout out to Michael, who is the guy who was telling me he wanted to get me and Leah something for our house. and I know he's a nice guy, and that's why this whole thing got brought up. But the Goon is offering to give you something on your wish list, Tommy. And I just want to tell you, Tommy, I'm getting DMs from a few people who are asking me for your wish list because they want to get you something on your wish list. So that's really nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. If you want to get something, you're welcome to. I don't force it. You know, I say this, I don't force it. But if you do, I welcome it. And my P.O. box is in the description below of all my videos. Like that's where you can send stuff
if anybody wants to give Tommy anything, what? Get the suit. Yeah, maybe we'll get him the suit.
The red one or the blue one?
The blue one, maybe. Leah goes, "You better wear it." Maybe we'll get Tommy the suit. And
get him one of the suits he didn't want. Just like find a weird random one.
Oh my God. Well, I'll tell you, whatever, it's like $80. A lot of the stuff on the wish list actually is gone now, to be honest. So you got to really dig through that wish list. But everybody who asked me for my Amazon wish list for the house or for me and Leah getting married or whatever, anybody that sent that, I will send. I'm going to include Tommy's as well. So I will. Can you guys hear me?
And here's the thing: we will do like for everybody that sends stuff. We will do mailbox. I'm going to grab Hamza, and we're going to do mailbox.
You're going to grab him.
You're going to grab Hamza. Mailbox Monday, getting your packages.
Oh, yeah. Mailbox Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back to Monday.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, it's okay. It's all right.
Mailbox Monday.
No, you got to love Mailbox Monday, Here it is, right here.
It's been a while since we've done one.
Mailbox Monday. I'm getting your packages. I'm getting your packages. Mailbox Monday. Mailbox Monday. It's not Sunday. It's Mailbox fucking Monday. Mailbox Monday. So you should like shake it up a little bit and get like really hardcore with that shit.
Each Mailbox Monday we kind of mixed it up. Sometimes if you notice, I would sing like a different tune of Mailbox Monday. We kind of mix it up. Back when Mailbox Monday was really popping back in the day.
Popping.
Tommy, well, I mean,
my favorite thing
when I opened the P.O. box, I didn't think anybody would actually send anything to me, but it was actually really exciting when people were sending guitars to me, but they were sending it to Hamza and his kids.
Somebody goes get Joe that red suit.
Joe, you've got a couple guys that put timestamps in your videos and they'll like list everything.
Yeah.
It's just going to say Tommy and there's going to be about 12 to 20 of those fucking things. Just 1415.
The Goon.
1437.
The Goon is one of those guys, but yeah, dude, I really appreciate when people do that. That's the balls. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, Tommy. I'm going to fuck you. What, Leah? Oh, yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, but you know what? My favorite thing was when he used to throw up in his hat while they were singing the song. I was like,
Super chat.
I don't know why I came up with that.
Tommy definitely just said you look great naked, Joe.
Angel Pimentel brings up a good point. It looks like, you were saying I look good naked. I mean, I'm really kind of out of shape. I disagree with that. But let me get in shape and we'll find out.
Buy a belt, Tommy.
Buy a belt. Buy me a belt. Please buy me a belt. Buy me a house. Please, guys, buy me a house.
It's the only way he's going to get a belt on this channel. Oh, sorry, guys. I thought I was on mute.
Super chat.
Oh,
super chat.
Tommy's on a roll. Bring this energy to monetize.
Yeah, bring the energy to monetize this tomorrow night. I think Tommy can do it tomorrow. I think he can do it. And Tommy, if I can get you beer, are you going to drink?
Yes, I will.
Look at that. I'm going to use some of this money maybe. If people want to, people from the donations we'll see if we can get Tommy some alcohol. How about that? So that'll be fun. We'll get Tommy.
This would be
loaded.
an interesting one. Say you get to choose the drink that you want Tommy to have, but you got to cover it.
Wow,
you got to be able to cover the amount. So say you want him to drink a 6-pack of Fat Tire. Well, you got to make sure you throw $9 or $10 out there to cover it.
I tell you what.
The thing is, like, you know what kind of this is? I'm gonna tell you, if I'm gonna get drunk, if you want me to get drunk fast and quick, this is the kind of beer you're gonna have to get me because that's.
But Tommy, what if somebody pays for Jaeger shots? Will you
shots?
Will you buy a bottle of Jaeger?
I would do Jaeger shots.
You mean like liquor?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody
Wow.
if somebody dropped like a big amount of money for me to go out and like get a bunch of liquor or monetize this, I would go out and like get a bunch of liquor.
A bottle of Jaeger's like $20. Tastes like licorice, Tommy. You like licorice?
It does.
Super
You like
chat.
Red Bull?
Super chat.
Vote Savking for champion, not Tommy.
Wow, Sav King's in the house. Sav King, thank you for the $2. Sav King wants the belt. Tommy wants the belt. Drew wants the belt. I'm sure Johnny Holes wants the belt. He's fairly new.
I've wanted that damn belt since I started the damn show. Damn it!
Yeah, but you know,
ago.
you're gonna. Yeah, but
a week ago.
It takes a while, man. You know, Troy's been my co-host on shows since like 2010, and Troy still hasn't even come close to getting the belt. You know, poor Troy. So it could be you got to stand out.
Measly 12 points.
Among the crowd.
I'm alone. Hey, we're getting a phone call. Let's take a phone call. I don't know how many calls we've been getting tonight because I've been doing all this looking at all this other shit, laughing at myself. But it's 571 that I took. What's up, 571?
Hey, how you doing? Big time, long time. How you doing?
Fuck yeah, baby. How you doing? I'm doing good.
I know you. I just wanted to bring this up because it was such a funny story that I seen in the news recently. Did you guys hear about Brett Favre being pranked into talking about the USS Liberty?
Like the ship?
Yeah, the ship that got sunk by Israel.
Oh my
in, like,
God.
1967.
No, what did he do?
Well, I guess these pranksters, I guess they're from like the GDL, the Gorium Defense League. They like use this app called Cameo.com where you can pay like celebrities to say your message. And Brett Favre was on there for $500, and I guess they paid him to talk about the USS Liberty, and it was a big thing. It like went on Good Morning America, Daily Show. Howard Stern was talking about it. It was everywhere, dude. And he had to end up retracting the statement, and he ended up donating to a anti-hate group. I think it was SPLC.
What did he say?
What the fuck? He ended up. Oh my God! This is the worst time for something like that to happen.
Well, I know why he's saying this because I'm doing Cameo right now. I've been doing Cameos.
Oh my God! Here we go. Now Tommy just fucking makes it about himself. By the way, Tommy,
what?
Tommy, I don't do cameos. Like I don't even think like other people can do cameos. Like nobody's gonna buy our cameos. Nobody's gonna pay money for me to shout them out, and maybe a few people will. Maybe like one or two, like a wife who watches with her husband is like, oh, I want to get him something. I'm gonna have Joe shout him out, or like Tommy. Maybe we get like one or two, but like
maybe some happy holiday ones, like happy birthday ones or something like that. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, or like happy fucking Gay Pride Day or something.
Tommy will do it for a wine
I
tour.
got everyone's addresses, Mon. I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon.
Tommy should never get allowed to get the belt. He started his vacuum live on Stream Chat is.
It was an
Oh,
accident. I thought it was on
apologize.
mute.
Justin Bailey just texted me, so I'm texting him back because that's a rare thing that'll text me. I'm so old school. Thanks for the $5.
You know, you got to get that mute button figured out, Tommy. Either you're on mute and you're trying to talk, or you think you're on mute and you're vacuuming or talking
Well, there
on
was
the
a bunch
phone or
of
something.
broken glass underneath my. There was like some broken glass.
Well, I'm just saying, if you go back and watch, like any show, like any Monetize This or whatnot, 3 or 4 times a night, you got the mute button backwards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you had it backwards when he was vacuuming too, right? Like thank you, I'm so old school, by the way. It's like he was vacuuming and he was on, and then he started yelling at somebody. Oh no, then he started yelling at us, talking to us, but muted. That's what it was.
Well, and there was one point where he was yelling at someone on the phone, but he was muted, and that was where Ken was doing the voiceover shit on it. If I can get my words straight. He was voice. Gosh, why? Now I'm the one with the stutter, Johnny. Holy fuck!
Look what you did, man. Oh, you know what?
Dude,
you know what it is? Is Bailey heard? I said something fucked up about Bailey a couple of days ago. What happened is people were saying stuff about Bailey that wasn't true. It was so ridiculous. So then I took it a step further on purpose. You know what I mean? Like it was supposed to be kind of a joke. Like, hey, they're saying this about him, so I'll say this, which was even crazier. But so I think he was like, what the fuck why'd you say that? And I'm like, this is why I said that, you know? Anyway. But you got to know, I mean, come on, man. Like, I do love Bailey. I love his fucking family. I love his wife. I love him. They're just very nice. Like, I wish that I lived near Bailey because he'd be like my buddy. You know, me and Drew would be buddies, too. Me and all you guys. We'd all be friends. And I'm out here in Boston stuck with a bunch of cocksuckers, you know? But, you know, it's just, you know, it's one of those things. I love Bailey, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
And, Joe, I say this to you all the time, and I say this to Ken, too.
I'm gay.
I say, you guys are always welcome here in Black Mountain. You're always welcome to my apartment. Like,
hell yeah.
If you ever do any traveling, you're always welcome here.
You're always welcome in his bedroom, Joe.
I never said that.
Oh, dude, what did you?
You've shared a bedroom with him before. You farted in his face. I mean, how much closer are you guys?
Well, it's because I thought Joe farted on me, so I was returning the favor by thinking he had farted on me. So I'm like, okay, this is a fart competition with Joe Cronin, and so
he did really. It did look like I got to admit now when I watched that when Tommy brought this up last time, like 8 months ago or something. It really does look like I'm about to like do something, and then he like cuts me off at the pass basically, but then realizes I wasn't gonna do anything, and it's like, oh shit, you know. And listen, I don't
like a shit-eating grin or something that you had. I haven't seen it in forever though.
Listen, I don't want anybody. I know people are talking about Jesse. I don't want anybody to hate on Jesse. You know, leave the guy alone. He fucking, you know, he's got a lot of problems and shit, and. You know, I think maybe he's like bipolar. I think I'm bipolar too, but I would just say leave him alone. You know, I don't care what he says. I don't care what he does. You know, I feel bad because I brought him back for the third time after the 2 other problems, and now there's another one. But I just want to say that, you know, leave him alone. Leave him alone. He'll be all right, and just let him do whatever. I mean, whatever.
And Joe, I want to say something to here. Some people that have been saying stuff in the community. I want to say that. I am not bullied by Joe or Ken. All the people here on the show are my friends. And people say that Joe and Ken bully me and stuff like that. They manipulate me to come on their shows. I want to come on these shows.
Right.
I get bored a lot. I like to come on these shows. It amuses me coming on these shows. So I want to clarify.
Me. Well, here's the thing I say in your defense, Tommy, is after how many years you've been coming on the shows, if you really truly were offended or fed up with shit, why would you call back?
Well, that's the thing is, like, I laugh at people because a lot of the people that say this stuff, usually they're like new or whatever, they're whatever. Like, Tommy, you've been coming on my show since 2015 or 14?
When Dead on Dave and Tommy C worked with you.
It was like, but I want to say it was 2014 or 2015 or something like that. It's like,
and Dave buried me on the first episode. Your Monday Night Raw. He buried me on that episode. And then he DM'd me the next day.
But you know, coming onto the show that you're susceptible to receiving shit thrown at you, basically.
Yes,
I mean, you know, and everyone is. Anyone who jumps on the show knows.
Everybody has a bad day, and I have bad days also. And when sometimes I get on here and the shit starts piling up, I tend to get emotional. But it's, you know, everybody has bad days. Everybody has good days, you know.
Right. But what I'm saying is anyone who jumps on a call, you know, could expect at any point in time to be on the butt end of a joke or whatever. You know, it happens. It happens to all of us. So you know what you're walking into every time you walk into a call.
Yeah.
Or what you could potentially be walking into, rather.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was texting Bailey. So I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for the call. We got more shit coming in, and we got a few more minutes left. So guys, get in your shit.
And Joe, you said you wanted to watch the video.
Oh yeah, don't forget my video. No, I'm just kidding. Tommy, no, I appreciate that. I did want to know that, but no, but again, Tommy, I've known you now 5 years. 5 years. Me and you have known each other, and you are just so, to me, like, just like amazingly entertaining to me, like, about in so many different things. And like this is a funny night tonight. Monetize This sometimes goes really hardcore on you. Tonight's more chilled out and it's kind of fun. But like when we do Honestly, then it gets really sort of, and people, when they see you in that environment, they start to realize, like, wow, this, you know, Tommy's a fucking cool dude, a good guy. Like, they get to see the real part of you, I think, that, like, I see off the air and stuff like that. Not just, like, on Monetize This where people call shit out.
And, like, honestly, I could say this. If, like, I had the money, like, I would, like, want to, like, buy stuff for people. Like, I oftenly want to buy stuff for friends or my cyber friends. You know, like, if I was a billionaire, I probably would go broke because I would be buying all my friends little tiny gifts or big gifts, just showing up to their house with a whole car or something like that, like a Porsche or something like that, you know, or just, I'm truly, like, when you get to know me, I'm a generous guy. Like, if you are my friend and I know you in real life, I treat my friends really good. Like, I try to get Hamza something once in a while, buy him a coffee or take him out to lunch or something like that, or anybody that is a friend of mine that is close to me. I try to be as helpful and generous as I can when I'm with them and just treat them well.
Right. Yeah, I think you do, man. I think you really do. Except for the waiters and waitresses, Leah said. All right, let's go to your channel and see what do we have here? What do we have tonight on Tommy NC's 2010? All right. Oh, my God. There's a 25 fucking... Oh, God, you brought the fucking puppet on stage with you?
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Now,
it's not that long of a vlog.
25 minutes? For me, that's like... Dude.
Well, the end of it is long. The end of it is long.
Oh, is it really? Sorry.
And there's one comedian ahead of me that I shot that he let me shoot his set.
He let me shoot him.
And then after his set, I go on.
Let's see.
If not winter, then crime, you know?
Is this the guy that was heckled?
No, this is another guy.
Oh.
He wasn't heckled.
Okay, this guy just looks like an asshole. All right.
I lived there for 2 years, but I'm
Getting some good laughs, though.
fat, and oh man, it really helps. You know, when you live around Midwesterners, it helps to look like them. They're fat people.
Tommy, next time you do stand up, Tommy, just come on stage and be like, "Hey, how many guys used the bathroom, the men's room earlier today?" And then like a couple guys will raise their hand. You know, most people raise their hand because they're drinking. And
is this the same place that has the bathroom right off the side of the stage?
Yes, it is. I can tell. And then you just say, "Well, I jerked off in the urinal earlier," and then just stare at people. Swear to God, do that. It'll be funny. I mean, it's not a good joke, really, but for you, it'd be funny.
Oh, they're so big. Oh man, they love being fat. All right.
Oh my God. I don't want to play. Oh my God, dude, this fucking entrance of yours. Listen, I don't want to play too much of this because I do want to let people go watch it on Tommy's channel, but I will play like some of it here.
Tommy, sorry.
Oh my God, the other week it was like some Asian lady. Now it's this guy. Man, you just you're offending everybody.
Does this guy usually have a bomb strapped to his back?
Fuck you, holes.
Oh God.
Look on his cheek.
Yeah, he looks very extremist. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Awandi's in the chat like, motherfuckers! Fucking goddamn it! Fucking 18 years ago, some fuckers blew up planes, and forever we hear this shit!
Sorry.
Get your ass up there,
Oh my God.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is not starting well. When they can see your hand in the puppet, it just ruins the whole thing.
Don't worry, he's not part of my act. I am a part of the act. I don't know if you heard that. I'm not that good of a ventriloquist. Trust me, he's not.
Is your belt buckle broken?
Oh my God!
Yes.
No.
I told you.
Oh my God, dude, the fucking belt buckle.
It's like you started the show with this story, knowing that it was going to end with this.
Dude, you should have just made that buckle your part of your act.
Dude, this is like the biggest callback, like right now. Like, I'm in the fucking. Oh, the belt buckle's fucking hanging off.
There's an ugly ass buckle.
That thing was dangling around. I wonder how many women are. Did you plan that so the women would look right there at your crotch?
I had buckled my belt and then I got back up and it came loose. I'm like, damn it! He's calling my name now. I'm trying to make sure my camera is perfect. And Hamza was with me actually. He was there and he actually moved the camera so it was in frame.
I still don't understand why you wore it though. If it wasn't, I don't understand.
Because
why did you wear it?
So we talk about it tonight.
I think in my head, I'm like, if Joe watches this, he's gonna point out the belt buckle. Like I was on stage, I'm like, Joe's gonna point out the belt buckle. And I'm like, as I'm doing this bit, like he's gonna point out the belt buckle and just laugh his ass off.
You are a comic genius, dude. You have no idea. That's brilliant. All right.
Oh my god.
Did anyone want to stare at Tommy's crotch this long?
Yeah, I mean that's whoops. Who Nelly? It broke off.
Isn't he not booing you, by the way? That's because wintertime sometimes messes with my voice box, so that's why I sound like John Laurinaitis. And if you're a WWE fan, you know who John Laurinaitis is.
Now people are like, oh god, WWE fan. Oh, he's got a puppet.
God.
He's got reindeers with dicks on them, on his jacket.
He's got the where my gloves look on his face.
Yeah. I mean, the reindeers are jerking off a Christmas tree on his jacket.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, well, boy.
That's
Tom.
supposed to be her tail.
That's a cock. No, that's okay. It's his tail. Okay, got it.
So I've got to experience a couple things this year in 2018.
Rape.
Before we go into the new year, I got to be a best man. When she sucked at it, I did not suck at it.
I feel so uncomfortable right now, Tommy.
Johnny Holes is having. You're like Leah. Leah would be uncomfortable right now too. Leah doesn't even want to hear. Leah's like closing her ears.
You were late to it. It's because somebody told me, "Oh, Tommy, when you hear the music, come out."
Come out of the closet.
You're still autistic.
Oh my god.
Yes, I hear that like 1,000 times on my YouTube channel.
Oh, now he plugs the YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, I hear that on my YouTube channel, which is Tommy NC 2010.
My best, my bro in the back, Hamza, he's the one that got me. And I'm sorry, I'm like Santa Claus. I come here like once a year. I hear so many people say that's what I am. I'm like Santa Claus. I do have the gut, and I gotta lose weight. And everybody's like, Tom, you gotta lose weight. You got a fatty liver. Why do you drink so much?
So you just went on stage and started rambling about yourself and talking about yourself.
And insulting yourself, nevertheless.
Well, that's what comedy is, technically. You make fun of yourself.
Not like that. You're
Yeah.
like destroying yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Like, dude.
Yeah,
what-
like
this is
you
horrible.
could do this. You could say something like, and this won't be good, but it'll be something. You could be like, I hate kids. And people be like, "Holy shit!" And like, people start to listen now because they're like, "Oh, you said what the fuck? He said he hates kids." Yeah, because I'm kind of a big guy, and it's like kids will just say anything. So I go over to my friend's house, and his kids will be like, "Hey, look at that fat cocksucker," like, and you could like start doing stuff like that. But like you're just like, "Oh, I'm kind of fat. Like I'm a big guy, and I come around every year like Christmas time. I got the belly."
It's like I'm waiting for the music in the background to come, like
to stop
like
him.
the, like the sad music.
Let's see let's skip ahead a little bit and see what happens.
I recently
Hear the whole thing on Tommy NC 2010's YouTube channel.
discovered my birth mother recently got in contact with me. I'm adopted.
See now, okay, that's a great setup, right? I recently discovered that I'm adopted and I met my birth mother. And holy fuck, she's fatter than me. Like that, like something like that would have maybe worked. Like something, and I'm just making this up randomly. But let's find out where the joke goes. I recently found out I was adopted and I met my birth mother. Here we go. Sounds like it's going to be the start of a joke.
And I don't mean that as an insult. I'm adopted. So that means I get 2 Christmases now. Yay for me!
Oh my God.
Well, that one lady liked you.
Yeah. Now that was kind of an idea. Like you were like, you know what's funny is, Tommy, I actually had a joke like this years ago. I said, you know, I'm adopted, and a lot of people are like, oh, you should find your parents and stuff like that. But it's like, and then I had like all this stuff about what could go wrong, and like now I'm gonna get more Christmas cards in the mail, and if they're poor, all the things they would do to me. Like, so like I get that. Like you kind of have an idea going there. You should definitely talk about it, but you got to be like, I don't know, like you got to come up with something more than just now I get 2 Christmases, you know. And or you could say something like, even you don't believe. You could say like, I like my new parents better. Like I like my birth parents better. And now my real parents who raised me are like, oh, you don't love us anymore. And I'm like, you're right, I don't. You suck. Like in my new parents, like my new mother's hotter. You know, my dad's great. Like, and you could just come up with all these things that you could say, but instead you just say like, I get 2 Christmases and it didn't really work. And then you definitely can't do that thing you did after. We're critiquing Tommy's stand-up.
Nobody. Because you're a fat slob. And I don't mean that as an insult. I am. I'm adopted. So it means I get 2 Christmases now.
Jesus.
Yay for me!
See, the yay for me thing, you shouldn't have done that. You were good up until that. The yay for me, don't do that.
I think you're being sarcastic on yourself, about yourself. It's just weird.
That's awesome. This is awesome, Tommy, though. I would, man, if I was there, I wish I was drunk at one of these. I don't know. I don't know what you could do. I'm sure you could come up with a lot of jokes. I'm going to write, maybe I will write you one joke and see.
Did you have
Yes.
Do you have a set list for this, Tommy?
No, I didn't actually have a set list. I just went up there and shotgunned it.
Of course.
Yeah.
That will get you somewhere.
And my the last joke is actually really good because my birth mother told me the joke.
Wait, your birth mother told you a joke and then you told it at a stand-up night?
Yes.
You're supposed to make up your own jokes, not tell other people's jokes.
Well, I needed help with jokes, and I went to her, and I'm like, I knew she is a funny person.
Yeah, but did she write the joke?
It's a universal joke.
Yeah, that's what you see. You don't want to do that. You don't want to get up on stage and tell a universal joke. I mean, okay, sometimes comedians do that. They go, here's an old one that everybody remembers, and then they tell the joke, or they tell the joke and they go, everybody knows that joke, right? Or like you kind of like make a reference to the fact that you're telling an old joke, like, you know.
Right, or they might shit on that joke. Like, they'll tell the joke and be like, you know what makes this joke suck is whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but yeah, you don't want to go up there and start reading jokes because then people will think, like, this guy is ripping off jokes and trying to be funny with it. I don't get it. So, anyway, let's see what it is, though. Here we go.
Yay!
Yay! Did you fuck that girl in the crowd that cheered, Tommy?
No.
Man, you should have. Oh, man, see, right there, it would have been really funny if you stopped and you were like, hey, yay, from a female. I'll fuck you later. Like, oh my God, dude. People would be like, what the fuck? Or someone would shoot you, maybe, so be careful.
So, I went to my birth mother, and she told me these jokes.
Why does anybody need to even know this?
Oh my God, dude, that's really funny to me. I went to my birth mother, she told me these jokes. So now you blame the whole thing on her. That's fucking funny. That's funny to me, like all this shit that sucked, and now it's all my birth mother told me all these. Oh my God, dude.
So, I went to my birth mother, and she told me these jokes. This guy goes into a tattoo parlor and he says, I'd like a...
You can still finish the red light. They turn the red light on me.
This guy goes into a...
Wait, what happened?
They have a red light for how long you could be on stage, and I don't think one of the guys likes me very much, and he turned the red light on me, but Hamza was there, and you're about to hear Hamza yell out, finish the joke!
I heard
it would
that
have been
too.
funny is if you called the guy a shithead or something. That would have gotten some laughs out of
Tommy, you
people.
know what would have been really funny is if you dove on the ground and were like, there's someone with a gun!
I always I want to do like comedy like Chris Farley where I'd take like a dive or something like that, and I've always wanted to like bring like a table or something like that. I actually one time was talking to the the guy that runs the event. I said, would you ever let me do any pratfalls or something like that? He's like, if you bring the table, Tommy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
why not? Yeah, I did those. Dude, I love physical comedy. Like at the Internet Darlings, remember, Tommy, when I dove off the stage?
Oh, yeah.
Like me, like seriously, like it'd be funny if you were up there and you were like talking and by the end of it, you pretended to be drunk or something, and then at the end you just fell over. Or if you just didn't even do a set, you only did a minute. You got up there, you did a minute. And you were like...
Or I was like really nervous. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
No, you get up there and you go like, hey everybody, I'm just a little bit nervous. Just give me a second, I'll try to get through this, man. I've got some jokes for you, but I'm just a little bit nervous here. Oh boy. And then like after like 30 more seconds, you just fucking fall over. And like the mic just crashes down, everything crashes down. And then you stay there for as long as possible, like another minute. And then finally you get up and go, and you just grab the mic and you look out at everybody and you go, fuck this. And then you just leave. Like that would be fucking funny to me. Like, I don't know, dude. Fuck this. Like, oh my God. Let's see what else happens here. So now you got that, somebody shined that laser pointer thing and that totally threw you off. You're like, what the fuck is, like he wants me to get off the stage already. Okay, I get it. You should just start fucking that puppet. Look at you're like, what?
Deer in headlights.
You can still finish the joke. Okay. This guy goes into a tattoo parlor.
He's like, okay, like Hamza owns the place.
And he says, I'd like a $100 bill on my dick. The tattoo guy says, give me 3 reasons why you want this on you. 1, I like to keep money on me. 2, I like to see my money grow. 3, when my wife blows my money, I like for her to do it at home. Thank you so much, folks. My name is Tommy MC 2010. Thank you so much.
Wow. I can't believe your mother told you that joke.
I can't believe he said dick on his own channel.
You're right, he said dick. He said suck my dick on his channel. That is monumental. Tommy, you didn't have any reservations all the times you were like, no, don't say this. You didn't mind like putting up like blowing and putting money and fucking and sucking my dick?
I realized I was like, oh shoot, I'm like, my channel's all about positivity and now I'm putting this on there.
Well, that's positive.
Like I'm normally kind of very respectful about my comedy, but I was like trying to tell funny jokes, so I was like, I didn't have an editor. I didn't have an editor to edit out, like the curse words or the swears. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna upload it and see what happens.
It was still, I cringe at the idea of like when you're doing stand up because all these people are trying to write their jokes and do stuff, and you go up there and you tell like a book of 1,000 dirty jokes, and you go up there and you tell someone else's joke, like it's not really what it's supposed to be about, I just try to keep coming up with like more clever shit. I don't know, like on your own.
Yeah.
Like, but also have a set list because you were just up there talking to people. And why was the puppet with you? It was like you really didn't even use the puppet. Like it would have been funny if you didn't use the puppet at all, and then at the very end you used the puppet or something.
As you were explaining the blowjob, use the puppet to simulate a blowjob.
Right.
That would have been good.
Or ask the blowjob. Ask the puppet. What a blowjob
or at the
is.
very end, you could be like, a lot of people ask me, why do you have the puppet? You didn't even use it. And you just look at everybody and go, I just don't like doing things alone.
There you go. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
That'd be so funny after like 8 minutes of you with the puppet and people are just like, why does he have the puppet? When's the puppet going to come into play? And he goes, oh, thank you guys. Have a good night. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. A lot of people like to say, why do you bring the puppet up? And it's just because I don't like doing things alone. And you just stare at people or something. And like they might think that's funny kind of.
Or the puppet stares at me. I just don't like doing things alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Why do you or at the end just be like, and then they make the puppet say, he rapes me. That could be funny. He rapes me. Let's go to a call. A few calls have come in and I didn't take them, but we'll take this one. Unknown caller. That's always a fun time. Unknown caller, what's up?
Gary D. Lonenberg.
Oh, how you doing, sir? You selling something?
No, I was just curious if you heard about the Brett situation where he talked about the USS Liberty.
Oh, is this the guy from earlier? You're right. We never got to the USS Liberty. We got to look it up. Yeah, I know.
Well,
we're going to look it up.
these satanic Jews bombed a bunch of Americans, and it's been totally, hidden from the American public.
Really?
Oh, great. You're going to just go off my A1 party list, buddy. All right, let's whatever.
Is this Johnny Ho's brother?
All you have to do is put it into Google, Goy.
Yeah, okay. That's great.
Okay, wake the fuck up.
All right. Goodbye. We're going to go worship Satan now. See you later.
Jesus.
What an idiot.
What the hell was that?
Jesus Christ. A racist douchebag is what that was.
He doesn't like the Jews.
Yeah, he doesn't like the Jews.
Well, Tommy and him would get along just fine then.
I don't hate the Jews. I don't hate Jewish people.
Sure. No, I'm just kidding. No, Tommy, no, he doesn't. He really doesn't. So there you go. I mean, you hear a lot of hate on a lot of different people. It's not... You don't hear a lot of people hating on Jewish people
I did call Himmelfarb a Nazi, but I didn't know he was Jewish at first.
That was hilarious when you called him a Nazi, yeah, but you didn't know. It's okay. It's all good. Let me play some of these the donations, because me and Leah got to record our podcast for Patreon tonight. It's probably going to be up on Patreon tonight for all the patrons, me and Leah's podcast, and then me and Tommy at some point, we're going to get honestly recorded, and it's a lot of fun.
Super chat. Super chat.
My fault.
Hey, Tommy, go get your vacuum.
Because
it's right over here.
I'm so old school, thank you. And somebody wrote, Eurotrash wrote, because Google is so reliable. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, Mon. I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon.
Hey, Joe, what did you do with my Jupiter chat money from 2 days ago? 'Cause your boy Jake ignored my question.
Why didn't you ask the question again, Brahim? God damn it. Brahim, I will go back and try to see what you said and see if we can answer it for you if we missed it. But unfortunately, I don't have access to Super Chats to like send them back or anything like that. But I am able to see what you said if I go back in the history. So I'll try to find out what you said, Brahim, and me and Jake will try to answer it for you, bro. Thanks for that too, by the way. And sorry, I don't know why we didn't see your Super Chat. I thought we saw everybody's, but please allow me a few days to look for it. You sexy beast. Brahim.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, Mon. I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon.
How's Boston's LGBT community? I may be moving there and live with an old classmate, and yes, who doesn't want to live near the Grand Wizard of Black Mountain?
Sav King, what's up, bro? We got a pretty big LGBTQ thing here because it's Boston, so we're very liberal, very democratic. But what I would say is once you get outside of the college areas, I mean, it's kind of a blue-collar place. You find a lot of people who surprisingly kind of have, you know, they vote, a lot of people vote Democratic here, but they have kind of like blue-collar, more right-wing views on some things. So, I mean, like we elected people like Mitt Romney here, you know? So it's a weird place, Sav King. But no, it's definitely a very, very liberal area, though, of course.
Super chat. Super chat.
Tommy, review this used dildo.
I mean, you know, we had some of the first gay marriages here. Angel Pimentel, man, thank you, bro. Yeah, Tommy reviewing pickles and dildos, and he could call the show that pickles and dildos. Everybody would watch
Shit
that.
bomb.
Yeah.
Tommy, your ventriloquism act should be billed the talented Mr. Dingleberry.
Mr. Dingleberry. That's Kermit's Frogtastic Rage. Did you like the? By the way, Kermit, thanks for the $5.
Frogtistic.
Frogtistic. It's frogtistic. It's the frogtistic flow. You got,
I lost his shoe tonight. I don't know what happened to it.
Just out of nowhere, Tommy. I lost a shoe tonight. So wait a minute, your belt buckle's falling the fuck off. You lost a shoe. Like, what the fuck else happened? Did you shit your pants?
No.
No. So wait a minute, you came home with one shoe on?
No, the puppet shoe is not on.
Oh, the
it's probably
puppet.
somewhere here in my house.
Oh. Oh my god, dude. I thought you said I lost a shoe tonight.
That's what I thought he said too. I thought you said that as well.
You don't even know who the hell you are anymore.
Who are you?
Yeah, oh yeah, come on, yeah. Tommy, I'm gonna mess you up with these rhymes one at a time. I will drop you on that stack of dimes neck. Yo, I will choke your neck. You got big man breasts. Oh, you try to do stand-up comedy like I try to do rap. I bought a gun so I could shoot you in the ass. Kermit the Frog, up in this bitch. Yo. Tomorrow night, Kermit the Frog might pay you another visit, Tommy, on the mic. Did you like the Kermit song from last week? How did you feel about that?
I thought it was interesting.
Look at the hair on that thing. So anyway, Johnny and Drew, it's the holidays. Do you guys both do the Christmas stuff or?
Yeah.
Hoes? You used to? Is that what you just said?
I used to. Then I became a lonely bastard.
You are,
Well,
man.
you got a woman about 6 feet above you, though.
That's true.
Yeah, you gonna make the move on Mrs. Claus yet over there?
Maybe. No, yet.
You know,
and
you
just
should...
say to you, Joe, Kim was the inspired me to do this. Okay, like Kim was the person that inspired me to start using a puppet.
Yeah. Okay, Tommy, take it easy with your guilt. We all know you ripped them off.
Inspiration.
We know you ripped them off. You know what though? This is payback for him because every time someone does something that I do, he goes, "Oh, it's just an inspiration." Well, now it's just an inspiration. So Tommy, it's just an inspiration, man. I mean, dude, people like. I don't know. You ripped them off, though, Tommy. Take it easy. So what? You got some guilt about it, obviously. Shit happens. Listen, Tommy, people rip me off all the time, and then they go, well, no, I didn't rip them off. I just got inspiration. Yeah, okay. But, I mean, maybe like if you... See, I ripped off Boogie2988 because I saw him doing the donations back in 2015 or 14, and I saw the Diablo guy doing State of Diablo, and I took those ideas and I translated them into my own show /wrestling. That's where State of the WWE came from. See, those were inspirations and ideas that I took. However, it wasn't in my community, so it wasn't like I was really like trying to step on somebody's toes. But when you're in the community of everybody else and you take it, it's kind of, it's a little more than an inspiration in a way. But Tommy, you know what? It's no problem, man. I know that he has no real issue with it. He's just making a joke because it's so funny that you went right to the puppet like weeks later. Drew went to a fucking boot. Let's throw Drew under the bus too. Lots of people do this. They get inspired and they want to be part of it too, and they go out and they do things. And some people take it as, like, are you kidding me? This guy's fucking ripping off what I do. But other people take it as inspiration. So maybe it is just inspiration. And anybody, listen, it is what it is. The fact of the matter is, though, if you do it better, then it don't matter who rips you off because you do it better. So there you go. But I think it is just inspiration from you, Tommy, and I think we enjoy you, and I think it is from Drew too. I think what Drew does is, he sort of enhances what's already out there in the community, and he got heat a while back for that from people. And the bottom line is, I can tell when somebody's doing something, like honestly, and like kind of adding to what we're doing, and then I can tell when somebody's a piece of shit scumbag who's like, hey, how can I get a background with lights and sound padding and then put blue lights behind me and then buy the same mic and how do you do this and that and then you say to those guys, well, one of the ways to be successful is to grow your own channel and do all that sort of thing, but if that doesn't work out, you could always attack me and try to create something out of just shitting all over me like all those other people did. And then that person would say, oh no, I won't do that, man. I don't want to do that because that's bullshit, And then they go, and then they do that. So, I mean, those are all the different ways that people can be inspired. And what a wonderful world it is when you're inspired. But are you guys, so do you have all your shopping done? What's the situation, everybody?
My wife's probably about 85%, I'd say, done with like doing most of it on Amazon. But, kids are taken care of and stuff. It's just like odd and end family members. Yeah.
Santa is real.
I'm the traveling asshole that has a hard time doing shopping on the road, so she takes care of that shit for the most part.
I miss stores like a little bit. I don't miss them, but like I miss that I used to go to Kmart for like the final day of shopping for all these little things, and Toys R Us my kids miss and I miss, and I miss Toys R Us too because I used to order online because they had really good prices. And it was easy, besides Amazon, to sort through the Toys R Us stuff. Okay. And, wow, there's like a religion fight in the chat now. Oh, my God, dude. What the fuck, guys? Stop it.
Oh, no.
We are the world. We are... Oh, guys, in the chat, I can solve your fight real quickly for you. There's bad in every group. That's the only thing you need to know. There's bad Jews. There's bad Muslims. There's bad Christians. There's bad atheists. There's every group has 15 to 20% maybe that are horrific, terrible people. Like you know what I mean? So if you're like somebody hating on somebody else's religion, you're going to find that there's that bad stuff in your religion too. It's just the way of life, because when groups fight with each other, it becomes easy because all you got to do is look at the 20% of rotten people and you can really paint an ugly picture on that group. So you just got to love each other and realize that there's like billions of Muslims. There's like so many of them. So for all the crazy Muslims out there, there's like a large chunk of them that are probably pretty damn good. And the same thing with Christians and atheists and people like that. Like some atheists are just like, I'm just atheist, I don't believe in anything. But then some atheists are like, kill the Christians. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why not just let them believe whatever they want? Who cares? So, everybody just got to remember that, and just it's fucking stupid because every group has dirt. Every group has dirt. And Tommy, would you look? Oh, he's shitting himself. Now, Tommy, how have you gotten your Christmas stuff done, Tommy?
I haven't got started with it yet, but I'm gonna be doing my shopping soon.
Ho 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 ho! Tommy NC's hot.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, Mon. I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon.
Tommy, if chat donation give you a joke, will you put it in your stand-up?
Yeah.
Of course he will. He'll take anything. He'll take the handout. I'm so old school. Thanks for the donation of $5. Hey, Leah, maybe we could do our podcast live on Patreon tonight, Leah. Ooh, that could be good. It got to happen soon. Okay, we're going to get out of here in a second. Let me just let these donations get in here, and then me and Leah will record episode 4 of Till Death Do Us podcast. Episode 4 on Patreon. We might do it live tonight and then put up the audio same way Corrupted goes. I'm so old school. Thank you for donating, guys, tonight, everybody that supported. And shout out to Johnny Holes for being here, Drew the Gatekeeper, and Tommy, and we'll plug them at the end here again.
Super chat.
Hashtag wake the FUKIP.
Wake the fuck up.
Says I'm so old school. We got a couple more to go. I'm so old school. Thank you, bro. I hope that guy leaves another rant line tomorrow night on Monetize This. Jesus.
That's Nia Jax dildo. 69.
Can you imagine how big Nia Jax's dildo has to be? On help him and tell thank you.
Washington Monument.
Yeah, Troy's going to get murdered in D.C. That's I seriously, for Christmas. Like, Merry Christmas, you're dead.
How far is that from you guys? Because I didn't think it was all that far.
That's a ways, dude. It's
Is it really?
It's a 2.5 hour flight, probably, and
oh shit.
Yeah, it's got to be a 12-hour drive or a 10-hour drive.
That makes sense because Atlanta, I think, is a 3-hour, or Orlando rather, is a 3-hour flight from here, and that's a fucking 20-hour drive. So
yeah, it's not
makes sense.
It's not close. And I think we drove. Last time I drove through D.C. was Mardi Gras, when I was taken to Mardi Gras by Psycho Dickhead when I was a kid. And we drove through D.C. I remember because I was able to get Howard Stern again in Washington. We lost him for the Carolinas. I think he might have been banned. I'm not sure. Somebody else could tell me that, but I think it was, 1996 or so, and Stern in South Carolina or North Carolina, we didn't get him. So the whole way in there, I was like fucking surfing around the radio trying to find him, and I was fucking bullshit. So I threw in a tape that I had from one of his shows from weeks ago, and I listened to that instead. Howard Stern was the only thing that kept me sane while the fucking drunken idiot fought with my mom about how he's a scumbag on the way to, and then swerving around, scaring the shit out of me in traffic. And I'm on top of the fucking one of those bunk things on the top of the trailer, like rolling around. Like, I'm going to go through this thing and die. Shout out to all the $25 and up patrons, too. Yeah, dude, it was weird, but it makes for great stories now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But Johnny Holes, and here's all...
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, Mon. I got everyone's fucking addresses, Mon.
What did the ketchup packet say to the other ketchup? Rip off Joe Moore, ha ha ha, get it, pile of poo money with wings.
Oh, thank you, Sav King.
Yeah.
So, guys, we'll see you tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on the Joe Cronin Show channel for Monetize This. The belt is on the line. Someone's going to get the belt for Christmas. It could be a fucking Christmas miracle tomorrow night. And we'll be calling the sex line. I 100% am calling. So, that is happening. I guarantee that to a T. That is happening. Everybody else, have a good night. Gatekeeper Drew, maybe he'll be with us, maybe tomorrow, possibly.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Maybe Johnny Holes will pop in at some point. Johnny Holes, anything you want to plug, Johnny?
No, man, I'll catch you on tomorrow night. I'll be up.
All right, baby. No pills tomorrow?
No, maybe.
If Tommy's
I tell
there.
you what, if you send me $20, I'll buy myself some moonshine and I'll get drunk on the air.
There we go. Tommy.
There you go.
I'm gonna get Johnny Holes' fucking PayPal again. We're gonna get I'll get everyone drunk. And I'll be responsible for someone's like death on the show tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll just send everyone a bottle.
Oh, maybe Drew's gonna send a bottle out. What the fuck is that? Is that tequila? Is that
Whiskey.
tequila? Oh, whiskey. Okay. Whiskey dick.
I'll just send everyone here a bottle.
Oh my god. Won't get here in time for tomorrow, but
No.
we'll get loaded. Imagine we all drank it at the same time. Well, anyway, Tommy NC 2010, guys, what you can do now if you want is go watch his full 25-minute documentary and his full stand-up and enjoy that. Everybody in the comment section on his video, right? Cronin's got a big cock. That'll be funny. Or a small cock. Either way, it doesn't matter. You know, that'll be wonderful. Or everybody write, you can also write like Tommy says fucked in the ass or whatever. I don't know. It'll be great. Everybody will just bomb his channel with all that shit. Thank you for watching tonight. Well, that will help the analytics, Tommy. So, thanks everybody for watching tonight. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow night at Monetize This. And me and Leah are going to be doing our podcast right now. In a few seconds, it will be up on Patreon. You can still ask questions on it. So if you haven't asked a question or hit me and Leah up, make sure you guys do that. The posting is up. My mother's even photobombing in the background. Look at that. She's like, oh, look, I'm a fucking... And then they're getting married. That's funny. And yeah, you can see all the fucking comments will be here. There's 15 so far. You guys can go ask a comment, question, whatever the fuck. It'll be a good podcast. Episode 4 coming up right now on Patreon. Thanks to Johnny Holes, Gatekeeper Drew, Tommy
Cheers.
NC. Goodbye. We'll see you for, next week, 33.
Good night.
Nah.
Knock your life.